The Yeah by Usher discourse. Like 20 times in the last 3 days. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Harvest Moon Valentine's Marathon, our 8th annual one, which is super fun. Hi, my name is Lanaruse. I am here with Harvest Moon Magical Melody, any percent Glitchless, now called Rescue Harvest Goddess Glitchless, and I'm here with my lovely friend. Can all of you please let me know how Jamie sounds on your end? We didn't do a full audio test going into this, so if I need to bump Jamie's voice up at all, or down, or around, or whatever, we can do some of that real quick. What, Jamie? You can't hear him at all. Oh, that's because you're not actually coming through. Well, that's really funny. Okay, here. Can you talk now?
Hello, everybody. Is everybody having fun today?
There we go. That was extra fun. What, Jamie?
What? Shawty got down low. She said,
Oh, no.
come and get me. Yeah.
They can hear you now. How is he relative to my voice? We're solid? We're solid, I think. Amazing. Okay.
All right.
Hopefully, worst case, we'll just adjust on the fly, and we'll do that. Okay, as mentioned, this is Harvest Moon Magical Melody, any percent Glitchless. I've been running this game off and on for 4 years now. And Jamie has been running the game off and on for
3 years.
3 years? Oh my god. We are the two main active people of this game at the moment. I'd say we have a fair amount of knowledge combined about this game, so if at any point during the run you have any questions for us, clarifications on what the heck we're doing in this run, anything like that, please feel free to let us know, because we are happy to answer questions as we go. We're going to get started so that we can just get into the shenanigans and have fun. I don't have a timer going on my end, so I'm going to have no idea what the run time is, which is fine. But it'll be good. Okay, so I'm just gonna get the file set up here. And Jamie, if you could give us a countdown when we are ready. Okay.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Woo! You're a 5-starter countdown, are you?
I don't think I have a preference. I just picked a number and went down from there.
If you had started at like 19, we would have had words.
That would have been funny. Imagine you're just the kind of person who starts a countdown at the number 7.
Oh my
Like,
God.
who does that? So quirky and weird. Anyway.
Right. Yeah, do you want to intro the game a little bit and tell us everything about what we're doing?
This is Harvest Moon Magical Melody for the Nintendo GameCube, released in 2005 in Japan, 2006 in the US, I believe. Please tell me I'm right about that. This is a game. This is your typical Harvest Moon, farming sim standard fare. However, this game has a kind of I wouldn't say unique, but like an interesting thing about this game is that it's oriented around notes, which are essentially a list of achievements that you can do in the game. Every time you do something that the game wants you to do, you get a note. And the purpose of the game is to collect as many notes as you can so that you can heal the Harvest Goddess, who in a second you'll see she's going to turn herself to stone because she's unhappy, everyone sucks. So you restore her faith in humanity and you win the game. That is the goal. In order to restore the Harvest Goddess, you need to get 50 notes. Count them, 50, 50.
Woo!
And in order to do that, that is the goal of this run. However, with the added caveat that we do no glitches. No glitches at all, no glitches allowed. So, the main, if you've ever seen a Harvest Moon Magical Melody speedrun before, you probably know about the inventory state glitch, or as it's more commonly referred to, the dupe glitch, which essentially it's useful for a bunch of things. It allows you to get infinite of whatever's in your inventory, and it also allows you to get a lot of money. We're not allowed to use that, so everything we have to acquire legitimately. All the money and all the items we have to get as it's intended in the game. And it still ends up being slightly under 3 hours, which is really cool. It's cool that we can do that. There's a lot of fast notes. There's a lot of notes that we can be a little clever about. And then there's some that are a little annoying and time consuming, but for the most part, it's not that bad.
Yeah, that's pretty much what makes this run so fun. We joke a little bit about this run that the faster it gets, the more annoying it gets in terms of tech that we have to use. But this particular route is actually super fun in the way that you get to see a lot of the game. This is the only category besides all notes, the only doable category in a day that actually gives you a really good showcase of the entire game as a whole. So we go through every single season, we attend a lot of festivals, we meet a few people, not a lot of people. We don't really expand the town as much as you would in a casual playthrough, but yeah, you still get a general feel for what the game is all about in this run, whereas you don't have quite the same experience in the glitched categories, where you're just trying to do as little as possible to beat the game.
Yeah, so just as at an overview, this route is, it goes through a full year of the game. There's 30 days in every season, and obviously there's 4 seasons. You start in spring, and then ideally the route ends on spring 1 of the second year. So we go through spring the spring season has a lot of cutscenes, a lot of overhead and setup and stuff that's going to pay off later on. So spring takes roughly an hour, a little over an hour. And then I think summer and fall together account for the second hour. And then winter is the last 30 to 40 minutes of the run. And then at the end of the game, there is 9 minutes of just mashing through text and watching cutscenes. And then that is the end of the game.
It's so fun. One day we'll figure out how to skip the end, but we'll see.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah.
Each season has one day we call a weather day. You get a note for being outside all day in each of the weather conditions between sun, cloud, rain, and snow. So we do one of those in each season because there's overworld items that only spawn in a specific season, and you need to ship those items in order to get a pretty quick and easy note. So the weather days have been routed out very meticulously so that you do as much as possible and efficiently get plenty of notes that you can do while getting those weather notes. Other than that, there's also a lot of going to festivals because there are some festivals you get a note for just showing up. Others you have to, some are skill-based festivals, as we'll see later on. But for the most part, it's just show up, look pretty, and then you get a note for that.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about skill-based festivals because I had a real bad time yesterday with one of them, so we'll see how it goes. I might cry again.
I was very intentional in denoting it as a skill-based festival because there's nothing more skill-based than the swimming festival. There's no luck or randomness. It's all controllable. It's totally...
It's a skill issue if you fail.
It is a skill issue.
What if you never get the weather you need? Generally speaking, you will. The only one that's a bit tight is snow because that only takes place in winter. All the other ones will appear throughout any of the seasons, so the only really bad thing that could happen is you just get delayed. We do plan a lot of kind of idle, well not idle, but just like busy, those are total opposite words. But we plan a lot of different things to do to stay outside during those days, so that it can really slow down your time if you don't get the weather when you want it. But it's still very doable. Snow is just the big one that you really, really have to watch for because it's only in winter. But the other ones are cloud, rain, and sun, and those show up in every other season. Some more frequently than others. Like you'll tend to get a lot more rain in spring. You'll get a lot more sun in summer. That's, it's all random. We don't have a good way to predict weather at this point, unfortunately. So that's just how it appears. And am I going to marry Bob? Oh, sorry, Jamie. Do you want to finish the weather chat first, or
just there? Even if we don't get the weather when we need it, there are backups that we can do. We can do 2 weather days in one season. It just means we have to go outside an additional day and get the seasonal items in another way. So it's not like catastrophic if it doesn't happen.
No. It's definitely catastrophic in the way that like you probably won't PB.
yeah. Like your run might be dead, but for a marathon, we can definitely back it up.
It's still marathon safe, yeah. And Barton's was asking, am I going to marry Bob? I will not marry Bob.
What?
I'm sorry. Not in this run.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Speaking of.
yeah, Bob! It's my bestie. I'm in love with Bob. This is a well-known fact and has been a well-known fact. I love men that are built like trucks. And Bob is built like a combine.
The new Bob F-150 Raptor Super Duty 4x4 Turbo Hemi, whatever, car words.
That's it. We don't get married in this run, Bartons, I'm sorry. Especially in Glitchless, getting married would take way too much time. We do befriend Joe and Kurt, though. We'll see that happening. But, sorry, I was just reading our Google Doc. So, one thing we do, I can't read that on stream. But you'll notice that I'm picking up the dog. And what we're doing with that is we are befriending the dog slowly. I believe we need to pick him up 60 times in
60.
order to befriend him. And yeah. So we have to do that every single day. It's very doable to get pretty quickly throughout the run, so no biggies. This is a specific note, so once again, you'll notice, as I've said, every single action we do in this game has a purpose. If you are wondering what the heck that purpose is, we'll try to explain all of it, but it does serve a purpose.
And yeah, what was I gonna say? So, because there's so much like task management and micromanagement that goes on in this run, it's very easy to like start autopiloting and forgetting things. So every single day, I have in the note document specifically, I've written down like pick up the dog, right? Because you can easily forget if you're just like going through the motions. Like, however, because I am who I am, I have not written down pick up the dog, but in fact I have written down pick up dog. Yeah. So every single day, it just at the beginning of the note, it just says pick up dog.
Yep.
That's what Lana gets to read, and I threw in a couple more Easter egg notes for Lana just to keep things a little light and interesting.
Lovely. Yeah. So we I'll gently explain what was in the doc. Me and Jamie have some arguments over what the bonfire kit is called because
We're beefing.
He kept writing it as a tinder box, and I'm like, that is absolutely not the name for that thing. And yeah, I'll go right here. And so now he has written FU box in the Google Doc.
I kept changing it because Lana kept yelling at me. But the thing is, I wasn't even the one who denoted it as the tinderbox originally. That's a desert original right there. Yeah.
Desert. Ooh.
Which
we need to
segues
talk.
kind of nicely into the next thing I wanted to talk about.
Yep.
So the current record for Glitchless is a 5-year-old run. Is a run that is done by someone who I don't believe is active running this game anymore. And nobody's really bothered to kind of like take that run and clean it up at all. So actually kind of the genesis of this run was because usually Lana and I like to coordinate something for the speedrun marathons, and I messaged Lana a couple weeks before the submission period ended, be like, I haven't been playing this game that much, I don't really have anything to submit. And Lana's like, all right, one sec, I got you, homie. And then a couple minutes later, it's like, all right, Desert's routing Glitchless for me, so I'm gonna run it. And so yeah, Desert came up with this new route that's just it's fantastic. Yeah, it's Uber Noober, who I think Uber Noober's still streaming. I just don't think they play Magical Melody anymore. But yeah, this route is like, I'd say it's like 95% desert. And then I just took a look, I optimized a few things, and Lana cleaned up a few things, and what we have is something that I believe is much better than the old route. I'd say 5 years of knowledge and insight and progress and lots of testing has culminated in this new route that you were seeing today. So yeah, big shout outs to Desert for putting this all together. He's certainly the one to commend the most.
All right. I'll briefly explain what we did here as well. This entire day was just prepping our plots so that we can plant some items that we'll be using for both money and notes as well. So I have them all prepped, and then I bought the seeds that we're going to plant there. And the reason I passed out is because we need to get this limitation note from Alex, the doctor. And you get that by passing out. It's really nice. It's very intentional. And, but yeah, that's pretty much what's going on right now.
In terms of the decision-making process of which notes we go for, because there's we didn't really explain it, but there's 100 notes total in the game. And so in order to complete, we said you need 50 notes total. So there's kind of this whole decision-making in terms of like, what are the 50 fastest notes that you can get? And as it turns out, there are just about around 50 notes exactly that are like fairly, like not that difficult to get. And then there's 50 more that are less than
Fun.
ideal, yeah. There are a few that we can back up with. For example, there's 10K. The original route, the desert route, had 10K, and then as we actually played it, we discovered that that's actually not very viable. Because as we clean up and optimize the run, it turns out that we have much less than 10,000 steps. So routed that one out. There's also Big Eater, which is doable, but unfortunately is much slower than the notes that we do go for. And then after that, it's got to be like, I don't know, like befriending more people. Like you could probably befriend Ellen with breadfruit or something. It's probably like the next one that would be fastest. But even then, like that's, yeah.
Yeah, so here I've planted breadfruit in that section of 8 over there, and this is grass. The nice thing about grass is you only have to water it once and then it grows forever. And we'll be using the grass to get the fodder note by cutting grass. And then the breadfruit we'll be using primarily for money. To ship, because unfortunately, as mentioned in Glitchless, if you've been around for some of our glitched runs previously, we can get unlimited money and buy whatever we want the entire run. We do not have that luxury in this particular run.
We do not.
So we have to be very careful about how we manage money, because we are trying to buy a few things throughout the course of this run as well. So once again, as mentioned, every single action in this entire run serves a purpose. Yeah, it's at this point I'd say like we've been able to use our knowledge of the game to create like a fairly solid way of doing things, and now we're just trying to get it super fast.
Ilana, what's this note called?
Poor note.
Yes, thank you. Be very careful in how you enunciate that.
Even when I do, people are like, Lana, what did you just
like,
say?
huh? Oh, what?
The what now? I'm just gonna go refill my can right now, because we are definitely getting low. Oops, that's not how you refill your can.
Yeah, just water the watering hole there. Make sure it's nice and
you have to return to the earth what it provides to you, Jamie. Come on. You'll notice also throughout the run, well, one thing we actually never see in any of our runs is higher level tools, because there is a blacksmith in this game that does not appear except in all notes. And you can also buy upgraded tools from Michael at the junk shop, I believe, but we also don't do that. And those generally help so that your stamina doesn't go as fast. It holds more water. Like every tool has something cool that it does. But yeah, we just use the basic iron tools in this run.
I think you're a higher level tool.
Sorry?
Nothing.
Okay. I didn't hear it.
Nothing. You said higher level tool, and then I said, what'd you call me?
Oh, I see. I was like, I know it's a tool joke. Yeah, why they didn't call it the poverty note, I don't know, but here we are. Okay, so now we're just in a bit of a loop where we are going to be watering our plants duck for a little bit, because we need this for money. We're gonna be growing breadfruit twice. We have a mix of crops. Ooh, I see that one till space that is being rude to me right now. But yeah, we use breadfruit twice. We have crops that will, when you plant them, they'll grow they'll grow when you harvest them and they're done. You have other crops that grow, and then you harvest them, and then their plant stays there, and then you can keep harvesting them multiple times as long as you're still watering them. So.
And yeah, breadfruit is the real like bread maker, as we say, because you can ship fully grown breadfruit ships for 300 G, which is quite a bit for what we're doing. And yeah, as it turns out, with all the other stuff we have to ship in the run, 2 rounds of 8 breadfruit is all the money we're going to end up needing to generate.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
I didn't fill my can at the end of the last day, but we'll see how far we can get with this. I might fill it. Maybe I'll fill it quickly. And then I'll make my way back down. But yeah, as you noticed also, we did till a lot of our plots at the beginning of the, like on Spring 3. But sometimes it's nice and it replaces it with a weed. So we do keep our hoe on us because we are going to be filling those plots up in a bit. And we need to get rid of the weeds. I'm not going to worry about it right now though, because more might disappear and then we're just going to end up wasting time, so.
Yeah, the reason we do it on Spring 3 is mostly because we have to do something to kill time for 9 a.m. for the spring farm to open.
Yeah, exactly.
Over the last day or two, I've been knee-deep in routing out some of the last couple marriage categories for this game. And a lot of it comes down to, like, how do you deal with shops that don't open till, like, 9 or further?
Yep.
Like, in-game time management is very, very important in this game.
Yeah, and I know this question has come up a few times in the past, but just in general about, like, how do you get into speedrunning this game in general, or any Harvest Moon game? And one of the main things I say is, I mean, there's a lot you can learn from just reading a route, but there's also a lot that comes from having a good, casual base knowledge of this game. I'm mad at this breadfruit.
That'll happen.
Rude. It does that. So essentially, just even having a casual knowledge of the map, who the characters are, what they look like, where to find them, what time shops open on certain days. Having that casual base knowledge is so incredibly helpful because there's a lot that we can teach through a route or by watching a run. But there's also a lot that is, like, having just a base knowledge of the game in general is helpful because also being able to do backups on the fly, all that kind of stuff is really necessary. So.
Yeah. There's plenty of things I've had to test out as well over the last couple days, just because there's stuff that, like, we don't necessarily know for sure. We're still, like, figuring out as we go along, because the game has, like, some very specific parameters that end up that don't make a lot of sense. I'll give an example. I was writing out Katie Marriage, and for a while what the route did was it shipped 10 milk and 10 eggs in order to get Carl to stay, but I'm like, we really need to do that? And then I figured out that you can either do, it's weird, it's like either 8 eggs and 6 milk, or 8 milk and 7 eggs or something like that. It's like, what? But then I also figured out that if you ship exactly 16 breadfruit, then that also works to keep Carl. Like 16, like who would think of that? Why is that the limit? Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah, I was talking to Jamie about this as well, but we've come across a very similar issue with Basil. To get Basil to come, he likes a combination of herbs, and the number is different depending on what you ship. Like comparing green with purple, it's strange. I have a list of it somewhere, but I tested it out and it was like, he'll come if you ship 5 green herbs. He'll come if you ship 3 green herbs and 2 purple herbs, but he won't come if it's just a gong show.
Yeah. Spaghetti code, man.
I'm also noticing that one breadfruit is still not growing, and I don't
Unfortunately,
love it.
we're gonna have to keep watering it. It's back by 2, which that can happen, but it's fine. We're going out to water more crops anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily going to be an issue.
No. Thank you, Tantail. It's a wig. Some days I'm just way too lazy to do my hair, so I throw on my Harvest Goddess wig.
Breaking the illusion, Lana.
I'm sorry. All right, we're actually gonna do a little more this next day, but
natural silver fox over here.
this is purple.
Is it purple? It looks
it's
silver.
lilac.
Lilac.
Lilac. Oh, it's raining, babe. Oh,
Yeah, it's
that makes me really
pretty
happy.
based.
That's based.
Okay. I'm not allowed to talk because I'm bulge, but it's fine.
Yeah. Sorry.
Lilac?
Lilac, yeah.
Why lick when you can lack?
Yes. I should
You
plant
should.
those
You should.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know when you just do to do.
No. Please explain more.
There's a reason that Jamie does better in these categories than I, because I just sort of do things for fun. And Jamie's like, that's not optimized, Lana. And I'm like, screw it. I love this. Okay, we're just gonna fix this here. We're gonna plant our turnips right here.
Yeah, yeet, yeah.
And, is this breadfruit just not growing? Do we have any thoughts on what the frick is happening?
Give it one more day, and if it doesn't, then we can just water another plant and have it grow. Or I guess 2. And we'll do 2 extra days.
Yeah.
I think, okay. I don't think this is the forum to test this out, but I believe that you can get away with not shipping 1 breadfruit. I think you have enough excess money, but I wouldn't chance it.
Rude. Okay. There we go. And I still might fill my watering can, just because I know we're getting pretty low.
Yeah, and it's probably good to keep it in sync with the with the route, yeah.
And then at least it'll be full, so we're ready for tomorrow. But I don't have to water today, which is really nice. That's huge time save, especially on these middle spring days where we're growing all of these crops at the same time. Breadfruit is an actual thing. It is an actual thing in, like, Central America and, like, more tropical areas.
It is not actually bread, though.
It is not bread, no. But this game kind of treats it like it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real thing. Yeah, this breadfruit is just not growing.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to grow an extra 2 breadfruit then, but that's fine.
Hey, can I say the thing? This has never happened before. Yay! This breadfruit is just not growing for some reason.
It's a dead fruit.
Yeah, no idea why. But yeah, otherwise, we have our turnips growing because we are going to be using those to give to Joe as his loved gift to befriend him.
Yo!
And
Not the thing. Oh my god. Sorry.
What?
No, there's a thing I figured out about this game that just happened. But you continue on.
That's okay. The green herbs are also being used for a note in particular because you need to have them growing. And then we'll be selling a few of them as well.
Yeah, the breadfruit isn't growing because it's a cosmic ray that happened. You got the TTC upwarp in Magical Melody.
You were gonna say something. Was it about the watering can or?
Yeah. Okay. So I figured out something weird. I guess we're just watering crops. So I can talk about this.
Yeah.
In the last week I discovered a new speed tech for this game.
Oh yeah.
Where we can cut down trees slightly faster. Because normally your instinct, if you're doing the action over and over again, is to just press the button, like just mash it, right? But I discovered that if you time your presses of the X button such that it's like right at the end of the animation, you get a slightly like the animation starts slightly faster than if you were to mash the button. So you can chop down trees approximately 2.5 seconds faster, Lana. 2.5 seconds!
It's oh, it decided to grow. What the frick?
Oh my god.
What are you even doing? It just didn't grow for like 3 days.
Whack.
4 days.
Whack game.
Now, the funny thing though about that particular tech that Jamie is talking about is we don't really have a use for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice for like Kurt marriage, for example, when you need to go to the mountains and find an herb where you have a little bit of extra time to do so before the spring farm opens, but the pit flipped back to normal. You got 2 cosmic rays.
Yeah, I don't know what that breadfruit was doing, but here we are.
So my theory is that when you're like, if you're in a circle like this and you're just mashing the watering can as Lana is doing,
we have to water everything, don't we?
Yes.
Or are we done?
No, water everything.
Are you sure?
Well, no, you just water two of these breadfruits, and then you're good. Yeah.
That's what I thought. I was like, wait a minute. We already shipped breadfruit once.
Yeah.
And I'll ship the rest of them.
So like if you're in a circle here and you're just mashing the X button, the character will like automatically rotate to cover the whole circle. So my theory is that the game's code has it so like you press the button, you do the action. If you press the button again during the action, the game will apply a rotation or movement, and then it'll do the action again. So what I think is happening is if you're chopping down a tree, the game does that rotation step, but because there's no rotation, you're just standing in front of a tree. It just takes that extra second to do nothing before it does it again. So Lana, what I think happened there is you timed your X press completely like right on the money there, so that you got the speed up tech. But when you do that with a watering can, you just end up watering the same space over and over again. So
I just have a quick question for you while we're doing this. Because tomorrow's a buying day, do you think we'll have enough money? We'll be okay for the pot and rucksack for tomorrow, hey?
Absolutely, yeah. Oh yeah,
okay,
you're good. Your money.
Because I was just worried about that money count without the extra breadfruit, but I don't think it's as big of a deal. Okay, lovely. Hello. Okay.
Nice sleep.
Thanks. That was the insomnia strat.
Yeah.
When you're really trying to sleep.
Yeah, once
Hey,
any
Ray.
percent any percent glitchless, no sleep.
Oh, ruthless. Okay, there we go. We are going to head up to the mountains now. We're just gonna grab a few things. You saw we got a note. That's for all of our green herbs growing. You only need 5 of them to grow at the same time. But in this case, we just do the full square for extra shenanigans. We're going to get some very particular items here quick. And this is just while we're waiting for the junk shop to open. Because it opens at 9 o'clock.
I kind of like this section here because not only do we get some items, but we also can scout out overworld items for later. Because we are going to need to come back to the mountains and find more items in a later day. And we have a lot more time, but like it's nice to have that intel as to what. Yeah, so there's a moondrop flower
2
for
flowers,
those 2. Okay,
yeah.
that's perfect.
Lots of
There's
flowers.
3.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
we need
where's my herbs though?
Herbs though, bro.
Yeah. I got screwed by orange herbs yesterday. Oh, lovely together. Okay. I'll take both of them just because we have honey right here. But yeah, we're going to make our way down to the junk shop now. And it's going to open at 9 o'clock, but we'll just chill there if it's not quite 9. And we'll do some whistling.
Yeah. There are a couple passive notes that we do kind of just whenever we have downtime, there's stuff that we can do. Whistling is kind of the only thing we can do right now.
Yeah.
So we'll get some of that out of the way and it'll be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the puppy.
We should go see Evil Puppy.
Evil pup? What? Yeah. The Jamie dog.
Calver Tuderp. I have no idea what Jamie's dog's name is actually supposed to be, but it's Calver Tuderp. TRP at the end. No idea what that's supposed to mean. I kid you not. Search up Jamie's dog's name.
Jamie Harvest Moon Dog. However, what the heck?
Right? Can you interpret what that even means? I've never been able to figure it.
Is the name given to Jamie's dog in the original English GameCube version of Magical Melody. In the original Japanese version, he was named Cerberus in reference to the 3-headed guard dog from Greek
That makes
mythology,
sense.
and was later renamed Calvaris in English Wii port of the game. As Jamie's faithful guard dog, Calver Tuturp is often seen very hostile towards the player in some cutscenes. It is currently unknown why his name was originally localized as it was, however, given the state of it, and that it was later changed in other editions, it was likely just a mistake.
Bartons wants you to spell it out. It's Calver, C-A-L-V-E-R, T-U-T-R-P.
I'll post it in the chat room.
Oh, there's a V? There's another V?
Yeah, they really tried their best.
I don't know what they were doing, but they, they made decisions.
Yep.
So yeah, once again, we're here to get a couple things. We're getting the pot so that we can make herbal tea for Kurt as his loved gift. And we're getting the rucksack because that doubles our inventory space. So we have 10 spaces instead of 5, which is mega nice. Getting the pot also gets us a note, which is another awesome thing. So it's kind of just a win-win. Easy note, and then we just go to sleep.
And we got a big harvest day. Remember you should ship 2 breadfruit here.
Sounds good.
In addition to, yeah, I'd say just do that first.
Sure. We'll see if they're ready. They should be hopefully ready, but... All right. I'll put away the watering can for now as well, because we don't need that anymore. We'll put away the rest as well. The honey anyways. The green herbal steaks will be making tea. Did I up dog?
You did.
Double up dog! And then we'll go get the rest of our herbs. So much up dog. Let me just check on the breadfruit. Yep, okay, so we'll ship 2 of these. And we won't touch the turnips yet. Because we're gonna do the herbs first to make tea, and then we'll start storing some of that. Yeah, there are definitely some spelling issues that... Oh.
That's funny.
There we go. There's some spelling issues that got through from Natsume in general.
I think there's at least one instance of Jamie being spelled wrong.
Yes. They kind of switched up the spelling a couple times throughout the game. I would love to be an editor for games because I catch errors all the time. And yeah, I desperately would love to...
Put out the pot.
Pot. You ever just forget your pot?
Yes.
Yes. Oh right, wasn't it like Natume? There was no S.
I got an image I want to post in the chat room while we're cooking here. Let me.
Now this is a very scary time because the dog is hanging out right here, and if you press A and you like mash a little too hard, you'll feed the dog and your tea will disappear, which is really bad.
Gotta be careful.
I'm gonna try really hard not to do it, but. Oh, you're a professional editor. That's super fun. That is super fun.
I've always been kind of fascinated with localization and the science behind it, what goes into it, because there's a lot that you wouldn't think, a lot of insight.
Yeah, I'm assuming you need like a translation degree for some of it.
I would hope so.
I would hope so. I'm not sure if there's like a translation team and an editing team or how that works, but it's cool. Okay, so we're turning all of this into tea so that Kurt will love us. And we're gonna store most of it because we'll be slowly giving it to Kurt and Joe, the turnips, over the next rest of the...
Yeah. So, again, if you're familiar with Magical Melody speedrunning at all, or perhaps you're not, there's a concept of gift spamming where you can just repeatedly give stuff to an NPC, and it'll slowly bring up their affection. And as it turns out, if you have access to infinite items, that's really useful. However, our resources are limited in Glitchless. We don't have the dupe glitch in order to get infinite items. And because we're trying to go through all the seasons anyway, it is much more proactive to get 9 of their loved gift and just give 1 a day, and then eventually they'll love us.
Oh, wee. Okay. The nice thing about this is you can actually you can either click in your rucksack or in the fridge, so it actually makes it a little bit. Oh wait, I was way too efficient.
Yeah.
Okay, nips. Also, I don't have a degree in translation, but I do also speak French, so that's...
Wow. Can you do the rest of this marathon in French, and I will not understand you? That'd be a funny bit.
I have a degree, a university degree that is French, but not in French.
Wow.
Yeah.
I took intro level French as an elective course in university because I didn't have enough credits, and it did not go well.
Aw, that's okay.
Je suis une grande poubelle. There you go. How about that?
That's beautiful, Jamie. Wonderful, wonderful job. All right, we're gonna start visiting Joe and Kurt and giving them some gifts.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Turn up for some tea.
as Jamie was mentioning, there is some math behind the affection, which is fun. We tend to use that a little bit more in marriage runs, with the gift spamming, as he mentioned. But it was a fun discovery that we had. I believe Desert was the one who found it while looking through the memory of the game. And what we discovered is that with every character interaction in a day, you can talk to them, which boosts their affection, and you can give them a gift, which boosts their affection based on the gift you give them. So there's a few tiers of gifts you can give them: hated, neutral, liked, and loved. So obviously you want to do either liked or loved. Loved tends to be a little more rare as a rule, I find. Liked gifts tend to be a little more common to find sometimes. You'll see the hearts come above if it's a loved gift, and then just like the green woohoos above their head if it's a liked gift. What we noticed is that, so the number of affection points goes up based on what type of gift you give them. And we also found out that you get a number of affection for the first gift you give them in a day. And typically when you give them another gift, they'll say, no thanks, I don't want any more. But they'll still put it away in their pocket. And we found out that even if they say, no, please, I don't want any more gifts, their affection will still go up a smaller percentage when they store the item. There's an actual number that is given to them putting it in their pocket. So yeah, even if they've said no, it'll still go up. For a loved gift, it's 5 points. For a liked gift, it's 4 points on top of the initial affection and the talking. So all that fun math to say that we learned how to stand in front of them and shove 150 gifts in their face to make them love us in one day, which is amazing. It's definitely better for the longer categories where you have to wait outside of a shop for some characters, because if you're waiting until like the middle of the day for their shop to even open, if you're doing that every single day to give them a gift, that's really tedious.
Yeah, it's not even close to optimal or ideal in general. Yeah.
But yeah, we love to talk about just the development of the speedrun in general, because the tech has improved so dang much since I started speedrunning in 2020. With the help of many members of the community. We love to talk about the big find, which was the day that we discovered that, contrary to the actual manual that is given to you inside the game, like the physical copy of the game, you don't need 30 musical notes to get married. You don't actually need any musical notes to get married. There are criteria, but nothing like that. So by figuring that out, we were actually able to cut out a ton of musical note routing in that category and just do the absolute bare minimum to get married. So there's been a lot of incredible finds over the course of this, the lifespan of this speedrun in general. I can't really speak to pre-2020, but from 2020 on, it's been really great.
I joined right at the tail end of all the discoveries, so I got to reap all the rewards when everybody else was sick of this game.
I like to say that you just continued the momentum, because you kind of joined on the tail end of me being like hardcore about the run, so you just kind of kept the momentum going, which was great. I'm gonna gift. Yeah, I'm gonna just gift for now. We're in this span from 18 to 22 where we are looking for a weather day. Ideally, I want rain because rain is pretty common in the spring, but we'll see.
If it has to be sun, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, I'll take sun if it is, but because we absolutely need to get outside, because we'll have to go put a flower in the festival bin in order to trigger the flower festival.
Bro, Lana, you gotta touch grass, my man.
Listen. Okay. So yeah, for the next couple days, we're just gonna check on the weather and see how it goes. I like to check the TV sometimes if I'm getting a little scared.
Yeah, the TV will tell us what the weather is going to be tomorrow, which is really nice. It helps make it so we can plan things out just a little bit better.
Oh yeah, someone was asking if we're gonna talk to the loud person. I don't know who you're referring to because there's a few. There's one guy that goes like, "Hey," and then there's Dan who's all like, "You," and there's quite a few interesting voices in this game.
There is.
I don't know why they chose certain voices, but yeah, it's great. Kurt's chill. He just goes,
Yeah. He's the cool craftsman.
He is. Okay. Yeah, around spring 20 is when, like, tomorrow I'm gonna check. Actually, I won't check the weather tomorrow. I'll check the weather the next day. And then whatever the weather is on the 21st, we're gonna take it. We have a little more.
Second, yeah.
Sorry?
Either 21st or 20. Either 21st or 22nd.
Yeah, I'm gonna. What I meant was, I'll take cloud maybe.
Yeah, I'd say check the weather.
Check
and
the
if it's
weather.
sunny, just go for this.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Let's do cloud.
Okay. So I'm gonna take out the axe and I'm gonna take out the fishing rod. And we're gonna put away the turnips for now, except for 2 of them. It's not a Tuesday, so we are golden.
Yeah, the fishing rod, axe, yeah, 1 tea and 1 turnip.
Yeah.
All right, so here comes my first real contribution to this route, which is instead of going for 10K, we're going to be going for, we're going to fish 3 times today. We're going to slowly give fish to the dolphin.
Yes. I'm doing the fish after because there's a specific spot I like to fish, and it is really close to the house, but based on how fishing went yesterday when I tried to do it at a different location, I just had a horrible time. So I'm gonna go back to my consistent location, but the reason I'm doing this first is because the weather note timer resets when you go inside, which is a bit of an issue on days like today where we are trying to get to the library before 6 p.m. And once again, if you go inside before you got the weather note, it resets the timer. So now we're gonna be outside the rest of the day, and I am going to also just get the wood on this side of the bridge while I'm here. Because there's quite a few in this section right here. Because we're also getting the woodcutter note as we go, which is 20 pieces of wood.
A lot of wood.
It's a lot of wood. But I've got to build my Minecraft house.
Mine?
And I'll leave it at that for now. And then we'll go fishing on the other side of the water. And then we're going to head up to the mountains. I'll come back to feed the dolphin after, just because we're kind of heading back this direction.
Yeah.
But when I'm on my way to the library, I will come back. I like to fish right about here because there's this one fish that just continually spawns. And as long as we don't get any junk, we're going to get a ton of fish. No problem. Yamame.
What'd you say?
Yamame.
How dare you?
Sorry, I like to make Yamame jokes. All right. Yeah, if you just keep facing forward and you chuck pretty much as soon as you got it, this fish pretty much hooks onto your rod the second it spawns, which is really nice. So yeah, we're gonna store this for now. I need to turn off the space heater because it is hot. Okay, there's some more wood over here, so I'm just gonna grab this as we make our way up the mountain. Yes, there is a dolphin, and that's the reason we're starting to catch fish at this moment in time, is because we took out the pedometer note as we mentioned. Desert had initially put it in. We love you, Desert. But we did find out that we were not really hitting the amount of steps that we needed. I had to spend something like almost 5 minutes at the end of my run running around just to get the number of steps I needed. So instead, we've replaced it with the dolphin note to try and see how we feel about it. And that involves waving to the dolphin and feeding it 7 times.
Do you know if gift spamming works with the dolphin?
Ooh, I don't know.
Sounds like something I should test out.
That sounds like a test.
Yeah.
Okay, so we found out that there's a lot of moondrops kind of over in this section over here. I haven't seen a purple herb yet while we were up here, so hopefully more have spawned kind of around. If not, I'll check the other side of the bridge. We have some time. So we're picking up 2 moondrop flowers. One is for the flower festival that will be taking place. We have to put one in the festival bin before the 23rd, or more the 22nd. We're going to be picking up 1 green herb to ship. The other flower's also going to go in the bin to ship. Because we're going to get the full bloom flowers note, which is putting 1 of each flower and herb, like the seasonal ones, in the bin. And yeah, same thing with purple herb. And then we're going to save 1 purple herb to gift to Joe at the end of the run. I'm going to maybe, hello. I'm going to eat this honey. Just so we don't get too low of stamina while we're cutting wood. Do you want to talk a little bit about like the spawn, like the different spawns of like rocks, wood, herbs, all that kind of stuff?
There are some items in this game. There's a purple herb. There's some items in this game that are seasonal. They only spawn during certain seasons. And there's some items that are just constant in the overworld, like the rocks and the logs. The honey will spawn in any season except for winter, so those are constant. But the stuff that's seasonal, like the herbs and the flowers, are completely random where they spawn. The game just says, okay, I'm going to pick here, and it might just be completely out of the way of where you want to be going, but you just kind of have to roll with the punches, and whatever the game says, you know, is what you got to deal with.
Yeah.
All right, that's... Yeah, nice. You got all the overworld items. Yeah, we are good. Yes.
And now I'm just gonna get some wood as we head down the mountain.
Mm-hmm. And there's plenty of wood along the way.
Yes.
And then we're gonna be making our way down to the dolphin, and well, first our shipping box, then the festival shipping box, the dolphin, and then finally the library.
Exactly. And once again, I say this all the time, but every single action we do in this game has a purpose.
Yep.
So
if it doesn't look like it.
Even if it doesn't look like it. So everything we ship, every piece of wood we cut, everything we drop in a bin, it serves a purpose. So we're going to be shipping this green herb. We're going to be shipping the purple herb, 1 of them, and we're going to be shipping 1 of the moondrop flowers. I'm gonna head down this direction towards the dolphin, getting my axe ready for any wood I catch along the way. I used to have a pretty good memory of where the wood spawned because, as we've mentioned, kind of what I refer to as the large nature items. So wood, rocks, those all have consistent spawn points. So no matter what game you start, the logs and the rocks will be in the exact same spot.
Yeah.
But the herbs and the flowers will be in random spots every single time. So it's easy, like you can plan a pretty good route for wood chopping. Here's the dolphin. This will be our first. Hello.
Hey, buddy.
And then we are going to go to the shipping bin in the square to drop off a flower because that will trigger the flower festival on the 23rd. If you don't put a flower in the bin, you don't get the festival, you don't get the note. It's also a little more intense in the glitched, or the restricted category, because you also need to do the flower festival to trigger one of the characters to even show up in general. So that's something you need to keep in mind. I'm gonna run just to this plot right here and I'm gonna pick some weeds because there's a weed note.
Let's go.
So you need to pick 100 weeds. And once again, as a reminder, we're doing all of this on a weather day. This particular weather day is cloud, which means that we'll have a few more weather days to do. I didn't really want to do cloud in spring because there tends to be a lot more rain in spring and not as much in summer, for example. So we could have a bit of a tight spot that we'll be in, but that's okay. We'll figure it out.
We'll come up with some sort of backup if we need to.
Yeah. So the cloud note usually triggers around 4:30 or shortly after, depending on when you went into the shop to gift to Joe and Kurt. We're just gonna pick weeds until we get that cloud note. And then we're really close to the library where we're gonna start reading some books in order to get a book note.
Literature.
Literature! Because the library has 2 sets of books, one that comes out in spring and summer, and one that comes out in fall, winter. So by doing the... Oh yeah, it's definitely later than 5 o'clock. That's okay. It'll come. There it is. So that's the reason we've been doing weeds, is because we want to get through as many of these additional notes as possible while we have time. So now the library closes at 6. You want to get in there before 6 p.m. Little cutscene to meet Maria the librarian.
My wife.
And then we're going to start reading the spring and summer books.
All right, I'm going to go get more coffee while this cutscene happens.
Sounds golden. One thing you have to be really, really careful for in this library is you need to make sure you're actually reading all of the books. Because it's really easy to accidentally mash through and miss one of them. And you'll only find out once you're through fall and winter. And that is not a good feeling at all. So yeah, you wanna be keeping an eye on your time as closely as possible. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, yeah, flashing lights warning a little bit. Sorry, I should have given that a bit sooner. But if you don't like things opening and closing quickly, I apologize. 2, 3, 4, and then this one on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and now we're gonna sleep. Our weather day is done.
I would say just fill your inventory with teas and
turnips.
Turnips, thank you. And the one purple.
Yes, and I'll put the purple away. Hello. Okay. Yeah, turnips. I think we're done with the fishing rod too for now, hey?
Yeah, you should take out the herb, I think. Just put the fish away and...
Take it out? Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah.
I'll fix things after.
Yep.
You do not have to prevent people leaving in this run. It's not, we actually don't really get any new people. So we don't actually even deal with people leaving because all of the people that we deal with in this run are people that already exist in the game.
Wow.
Yeah. So the only people that can leave are the ones that have intro, like the full-on intro cutscenes, where they are not present in the village before that, I believe. That's not actually true, because Alex has a cutscene where he's not outside until you meet him, technically. All that to say, yeah, there's a few characters that can disappear, but we're fine in this instance.
Time for another festival. Woo!
Jamie found that out the hard way.
What?
The Katie marriage run.
Oh, yeah. Goodbye forever, Carl.
Yeah, Jamie was doing a Katie marriage run and was like, wait, why do we have to ship these eggs and milk? That's silly. And by not doing so, Carl left. And so did Katie. So that was fun.
Yep.
So it happens like to all of us.
In the end, we didn't really have a choice. We weren't going to get rain on any of the days for spring, which sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah. There was a surprising, like there was a bit of rain in the beginning, but not a ton of rain through the season, to be honest. And honestly, rain RNG is also a big factor because if you can save yourself like 30 seconds of watering, it's a big deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now we have the flower festival that we mentioned. We have set everything up beautifully so that we have this festival actually taking place. But we still have one more day of gifting Joe and Kurt, which will take place after the festival itself. So we'll just say hello to our pupper and we'll head to the festival.
Our puppy,
Puppy, Everything is just called A because it's fast. Oh, I know. Joe's a sweetheart.
I'm more of a Kurt kind of guy.
Ooh, are you?
I'm into bad boys.
Oh my gosh. All right, Flower Festival takes place in the square. You see that little archway and banner over the top, which means you did it. And it triggers this cutscene, which means you're fine. If you did not have the festival, there would not be that archway, there would not be a cutscene. You would just walk in and Theodore would be like, yo, we're not having a festival today. Sorry. So.
Unfortunate.
That's how it goes. Here's Lila. Now, this doesn't pertain to this particular run, but you meet Lila here, which is great. But she only opens her shop if you've also shipped 30 Moondrop flowers. Is
30?
What we do in Restricted. Yeah, it's 30.
Oh my god.
It's 30. So if you ever do a Restricted run, keep that in mind because, yeah, not only are you meeting Lila, you also need her shop because you get a few things from her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm in glitchless. Lila's not really practical, but
No, not at all.
Is she a leaver? Does she leave?
Yes,
Oh
I believe
boy.
so.
Oh my god.
Yeah, actually she does. That is an issue that you have to look out for at some point. I need to put away the rest of the fish, I guess.
Yeah, I would just clear your inventory aside from stuff you're gifting at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, you're not going out today.
Yeah, I got you. It's a Tuesday. So once again, like, that's what I love to say about this run in general is, it looks like, if you compare it to other more popular speedruns that are high movement, really intense, that kind of stuff, this can look really chill and really like, what is even going on? But once again, like, that's why I love explaining everything we're doing. Legit, the amount of knowledge you need to have behind this game, it's a lot. It is a lot. So,
Sure is.
don't be too daunted by it if you're interested in picking up the game because it is very doable to learn. I still will always say though, do a casual playthrough first. It will help you immensely. But a lot of us are still in the Discord and partying around every now and again. So if you do ever want to pick up the game or learn a little bit about it, not even this category in particular, then we're happy to teach you. All right, so now we are done gifting Joe and Kurt. We are going to be getting their friendship notes, which is why we've been doing this the whole time. You need to get them up to 2.5 hearts in order to get their affection notes. That'll be on a sunny day. Does the girl do... Okay, so yeah, that's a good question. This is a rainy day, so I'm just gonna sweep. So playing as a boy or a girl can make a big difference in certain categories, and this actually is one of them, because in this game, you can only get married and attend romantic festivals with people of the opposite sex. So that's... Yeah, that's why you... Boo! That's why you see us gifting to Joe and Kurt, because there are some romantic festivals in Glitchless that we are attending. And if you do not have a high enough heart level, I believe some of the later ones in the year are 2 hearts. And if you do not have 2 hearts with at least one person, the festival just doesn't trigger.
Yep. And
so it has to be someone of the opposite sex. We used to play as a boy in Glitchless and then only gift to Ellen, so that's a new change in this particular route. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's why we play as a girl in this category at the moment. And then that's pretty much it. You just now we just kind of hang out. We need one more. Does he show up on a festival day?
I don't know. I haven't tested this.
I'll check.
I guess we're doing it live.
Yep, he's here. Yeah, that's the main reason why Ellen is kind of the person that you gift to. Also because Ellen is found outside pretty much every single day. Depending on the weather, she'll be in a different barn building, but as long as you've met her, and actually the cutscene where you get the dog counts as her intro cutscene, which is why you can find her outside immediately. But that's why she's sort of one of the easiest women to romance in general, is because she's available right at 6 a.m. every single day. It's great. Okay,
Yep.
So we're just kind of sleeping to the end of spring at this moment.
Yeah, we are prepping for what I believe to be the biggest source of RNG in this run.
Yeah.
There's 2 days in a row that have 2 very brutal moments of RNG. The first one is the Swim Festival, which is a festival that you not only have to not only do you have to attend the festival, you also have to win the mini game that it presents, and it is a rough bit of RNG because there's like random currents that can sweep you up. There's a dolphin that can carry you across the map. But not only that, but the game doesn't even end when you finish. It only ends when two of the other, or like 3 people total. There's 4 people in the game, and 3 out of 4 people have to finish. So if their AI is not doing something you want it to do, you can waste a lot of time in that.
It's bad.
And then immediately after, the day after, we do the mine, which is also its own source of RNG for finding the rare ore. So that's great.
I have
Yeah,
the
here we go.
RNG like a little bit down when it comes to getting to floor 4. It's fairly consistent. Okay, I'm just gonna focus on this stream. Do you want to talk about whatever you want?
Yeah, so this is a new tech that Lana found, or well, I don't know if Lana found this or not, but if you press
I'm
A and
not
B,
actually doing it right now. There we go.
there you go. Yeah, so if you press A and B at the same time, the game gets into this weird state where you don't actually save, but it still counts as a save towards the game's internal counter. And if you save 30 times, you get a note. So this is just much faster.
11, 12, 13,
Counting with Lana.
14.
69. 42.
Stop it! 16! 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, God, 24, 25, 26, 27, it's picky, 28, 29, palms sweaty. There we go. Will we get Bob in a thong? Let's hope so.
I really do hope so.
Okay, and I'm gonna do one more real save here. Full save, now that we got that note. And I'm gonna go cry.
Yep. Me too.
Sorry. What is that username? Jesus. Okay. So this is the swim festival. I had a really bad time in a run yesterday. There is a non-zero chance this will end in a reset. Ooh, yeah, I have a fish. We're fine. But as Jamie mentioned, this is a lot of RNG. And what happened yesterday, there's a clip on my channel, rip everybody's eardrums. Jamie got stuck on the dolphin and I made fun of them, and the dolphin promptly turned around and picked me up and swept me across the map. It was immediate karma and I still feel horrible about it, and I promptly lost the event.
Not me One Piece.
Not me One Piece.
That's a different mommy.
So this is the situation we're in. There is some skill involved with the swim festival just to help navigate currents and make some decisions, and the buoy placement is random as well. There's just so many factors that even if you know how to do the swim festival relatively efficiently, any of the RNG factors previously mentioned can ruin your life. So, yeah.
Lana, I believe it's pronounced boy.
No, it's a buoy.
Boy.
Rude. It's a language barrier. Okay, here we go.
All right, let's see. What's the position of the buoys?
Oh, there's
I
one
see
right
one on the
behind
top left.
the mayor. I don't know about this. Okay, let's see.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good placement for you, I'd say.
It's okay, yeah. Yeah, it's alright. I'm gonna try to go green and then maybe yellow. Just because I'm on this side right now.
Sure. Yeah,
Get out of my
Dan
freaking
should be
way.
screaming at the
Yeah,
designers of this game.
Dan's RNG is real bad right now. Oh, dicks, that's so bad. Okay.
Okay, Jamie's getting dolphin. That's good.
Okay, all the currents are at the bottom right now. I'm gonna get to blue, and then I'm gonna swoosh around to go for red. I'm gonna get eaten by this, but it's fine. Hello? Hello?
Video game.
Hello? Oh my geez. Oh, what?
All right, reset. Hit the reset button.
How did he do that? How
I
did he
don't
even
even
do that?
I wasn't even looking at him.
Did anyone see how Carl did? That is unbelievably fast. How did he even win?
I wasn't paying attention.
That is actually the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen. That's marathon luck right there.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing is I'm resetting because Carl won the swim festival before I had even hit the third buoy. I've never seen that before.
I'm hitting the clip
Jesus,
button.
not again. I did that last time too. That's okay. It won't be a PB, but we'll live. Yeah, Carl somehow just like, he must have caught a good current or something because he, I've never seen him blast across the screen. Is it time? Well, it's not going to be a PB. Pretty much if you fail the swim festival, you're done. It puts you behind by like 3 minutes. It is horrendous to lose. But the good news is it doesn't ruin the run. You can still beat the run. It just means beating the swim festival. Since Carl hasn't been in town, he decided to close the bakery and hit the gym.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think all it was is just the placement of the bottom left boy was right beside Carl and nobody else, and he just had a straight path across the diagonal.
That's true. He really did have a good setup.
Yeah, and then Jamie did too, but they got hit by the dolphin. So.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully we can get a second try. But this is what I mean about this festival in particular being ruinous for runs, because it's also like an hour into your run. And if you're trying to go for a good time, this is where you reset. But we're still gonna keep it going because obviously we're gonna beat the game. But yeah, this is what makes this run so scary, and a reason I would potentially put a like you kind of have to when you're planning the notes, you're also deciding between consistency versus speed. There are some other notes we could probably put in this place, but it would be slower overall. More consistent, but way slower. So it's sort of I don't know. That's fun. The whole thing. But this gives us another chance to see Bob Thong, so.
True. We're rolling the dice.
Sorry, were you gonna say something there, Jamie?
No, I was gonna just talk about something unimportant.
Okay. I'm talking to these characters as well because this is how you trigger the festival. You have to speak to every one of the people on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a purpose to this, promise.
All right, please give us something good.
I'm gonna cry. Okay. I see this green buoy, which is okay, depending where the other ones are. Okay.
Oh, okay, that's better.
Okay. I'm gonna go green-red.
Dan the man.
That's Ray.
Is that Ray?
That's Ray and blue.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, boy. That's unlucky.
That's really unlucky. Okay, that's fine. Oh, and Jamie got a real good current there. I hope y'all like Swim Festival. Uh-oh. Well, that dolphin just narrowly dodged me. Jamie's in a whirlpool. Ray's kind of motoring. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's so bad. Yeah, I might be donezo again. Oh, maybe. This lag is horrendous right now. It's all on Ray just continually getting stuck. Oh no, Ray's gonna get it. Yeah, again. Oh, that's so bad. We've haven't had a third try swim festival in quite a while, so
nope.
we're gonna catch up on some marathon time while we're here.
Again, it's the dice roll. Like
it's the dice
there's
roll.
There's nothing you can do.
Nope.
The game knows it's alive at the Harvest Moon Valentine Speedrun Marathon V8. It's fine.
That's fine.
Again, we save during this festival because we know this can happen, so it's not anything to freak out about. We just keep doing it until we win.
It's a ploy. It wants to show us Bob Thong.
Mm-hmm.
It's giving us more Bob Thong chances.
Yes, skill-based
Yes.
festival. Skill-based minigame.
Yes. I do say, like, there is some level of skill involved. Some. Because you do need to be able to make relatively smart decisions about how to navigate things. But it doesn't matter how smart you are if a whirlpool opens up under your face. So. That's alright. We can hang out here for a while.
Delana's been doing this thing over the last couple days. We've been talking to each other. Where she's just been saying stuff like, she adds like "le," like, oh, I'm going to Le Swimming Festival. I'm gonna go pick up Le Herb. And I'm like, why are you talking like a Redditor, bro? Like, it's like, just got out of Le Friend Zone, my boys. Let's go. It's like, no. She's like, I speak French. Why are you making fun of my culture?
I was just being a little silly French boy.
She didn't know.
Jamie's
she
like,
didn't know
why are you a Redditor? Yeah, I just thought I was being silly, and Jamie thought I was chronically online.
I mean...
If you look at how RGB'd my room is and my e-girl aesthetic, I don't know how you would anticipate anything else. Okay.
What's your favorite Call of Duty game?
I don't play Call of Duty!
Yeah. See the blue on the right side.
Yep. Jesus, are you kidding? This is so bad.
No, that's good. Look,
no,
the green.
It's
Nobody's
not.
gonna get the green.
Ugh. But now I have to. Can I cry?
Boy.
Can I cry? What is this? Who designed this? No dolphin. No dolphin.
Dodged.
Yeah, no bob thong, sadly. No, this is actually really bad layout for me because I have to go all the way over to the other side of the map now. Yeah, no, these are some of the worst swimmings festivals that I've seen this whole time. This dolphin is ominous at the moment. Okay. I want a man built like a refrigerator. Yeah. Oh, damn it. Alex or Louie or whoever this is gonna get it. We're gonna be stuck at Swim Festival for a year. Legit. Yeah. God damn. This is really bad.
Of course the dolphin waited until right after Alex touched it to pick him up.
Legitimately. Holy, I have never had this long of a swim festival. I think ever. But that's okay. More Bob.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we do if we fail swim festival like another couple times?
I don't know. Big eater.
Ugh, gross.
Either
this is
that
honestly
or,
the fastest thing at the moment, yeah.
It really, like, there's no backup for this, so.
No.
We just, again, like, it's not, like, it's literally just rolling the dice. We keep doing it until we get it, and that's what the game says.
Yep. Worst case, we just pull out glitches just to beat the game, because this isn't going to be anyways. So worst case, I can just do a little bit of a glitch showcase, and I can get us something... What?
Glitches in a glitchless speedrun, Lana!
Well, the run's already dead. I could at least get us... I could do glitches to get us something fast.
Yeah.
And then call it after that. What would I do fast?
The very rich note.
Oh, yeah. That would easily replace it. Did anyone else have Swimming Festival Purgatory on their bingo card? I feel like I always do. Like, the amount of dread I have going into this festival is significant, and this is why. Usually, generally I only fail it once and get it on the second try, but the luck on the last few festivals have been horrible.
There is, like I said, like, we do the diary note on this day because we know.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, yes, I had this on my bingo card. This festival sucks, and we know it's a reset. reset point.
Yes. Oh, Bob never shows up on this screen.
The way
Bob
it
only
works
shows up
is,
inside the festival, yeah.
yeah, it takes whichever NPCs you have the most affection with, and it gives it to you, or puts them in the festival.
No, it doesn't.
What?
No, it doesn't. It definitely doesn't. Because, reason being, I have had characters show up in the festival that I've never met. Because otherwise Kurt would be in the festival, would he not?
Wasn't he there? He's there.
Is that Kurt? That looks like Alex.
Well, no, not in the swim festival, but in like the actual like overworld.
I see what you mean. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Gotcha. The harvest moon is interfering with the tides. Indeed it is. I've got to kind of cut through this direction here. I'm not loving Jamie's progress right now. Like I said, if I fail this again, maybe I'll just continue and I'll just do a glitch note at the end just to show it off. Because right now our swim festival RNG has been, as you see, spectacular. I also can't get a note while I'm buoyed. Yeah, I'm just gonna continue after this. Yeah, I'll just continue.
Okay.
I don't want to fail the swim festival 5 times. Okay. It did, yeah. That's what I mean. So as you see, all the currents, all the whirlpools, all the buoys, and the dolphin, all of that is RNG every time. So that's what makes it so brutal. The one benefit of winning this festival is you get the note and you get the power berry. But yeah, you don't get anything if you don't win, obviously. But that's all right.
Yep.
You get to try again, like either if you reset or the next year. Like in a casual playthrough, you wouldn't care so much. No, you wouldn't glitch to get the festival note.
No, don't do this.
No, I got you. I got you. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do a glitch at the end just so we can get to the Harvest Goddess. I'm still gonna show off the entire route for Glitchless, but rather than submit us to a who knows how long amount of time of swim festival, we're going to do this, and we're gonna just get a note that'll take 2 seconds. So yeah, that we can still finish the route, but it won't put us so over time that we're gonna go into the boonies, essentially.
I think we started a little early too, so.
Yes, yeah, we did.
It's fine.
Okay, so now that we're through the swim festival, we're just gonna pretend we got it. And then I don't think I want this at the moment, but I'll take the honey.
No, you want to ship that.
Oh yeah, I do want to ship that. Technically, I thought it said to ship it during the weather day, but... Oh, there it is. Okay, now we're gonna go do some mining.
Mine?
Mine? This is another RNG point, which has been going super well for me the last few days, which means that it's gonna ruin our lives today. How come your character swims so slow compared to others? Because our character sucks. There is some optimal swim in like the way you press the A button. But it is like, I can only really explain it by saying, try playing it and you'll understand how much it sucks.
Yeah, it's not intuitive.
It's not intuitive, no. Okay, what do we got? We do have optimal level 4. There is a strangely consistent mine, so I know what each of these ores are in these blocks up here. So we're gonna do a few things while we're up here. We need 1 of each ore and a moonstone. We're gonna get 2 moonstones, because we have to drop one in the festival bin as well. And then the rare ore only spawns on floor 10. Then there's a little bit of RNG that we're dealing with there, because you are gonna be trying, do I have this? No, we're good. And then I need 1 more moonstone, I believe, and we're good for this floor. Sometimes there's one over here. Yeah. That could be a factor.
I don't think so.
But there's really no easier way to get power berries fast, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Even if that were the case. Okay, so now we're just trying to get down to floor 10 as quickly as we can. And then I don't have a consistent layout for floor 10 in particular. We're just hoping for, yeah, this will be floor 10, because you go down in increments of 2 at least. This is floor 10. And now we're going to be trying to find the rare ore, but not on the same hit as the destruction note. And the destruction note you get for, I'm just going to go over to this side. Sometimes it's over here. The destruction note you get for destroying things, believe it or not.
Whoa.
Like these rocks. Whoa! Ooh, stress. And the reason you don't want it on the same frame as you getting the rare ore is because if it happens to be in that one, the rare ore disappears while the note cutscene plays. And it's looking real dangerous right now, boss.
You're good.
Woo! Okay, we're good.
Never needed to worry.
Okay, now that that's done, the rare ore will be in one of these ones. I'm just gonna eat this last honey because I don't want to deal with animations, other animations.
Understandable.
Because if you get a little too low, of course it's the last one. If you get a little too low, you will fall down, and that animation is also so slow that the rare ore will disappear while you're trying to pick it up. So that's fun. Hi, Miru. Okay, so now that we have all of that, I can sleep one more day.
Yeah, you're sleeping until summer
The festival.
7.
7.
Yeah.
So yeah, that mining section is also kind of RNG, which is scary. Yeah. But now we're good. I'll put away the hammer and then we're gonna go ship some things. I ship it!
Yeah?
I do.
Oh, Kurt.
It's Kurt!
Mr. Turnip Hair.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
how much gel he uses to have that, like, aerodynamic hairstyle, but, you know.
Aerodynamic, yeah. The point.
Okay, so we're gonna be shipping everything except one moonstone. Because that'll get us 2 different musical notes. Yay!
There's one.
Mm-hmm. Treasure hoard. And then we'll get the gem note. We're gonna be saving the other moonstone for the festivals because there's a festival that you can only trigger by putting a moonstone in the festival bin. So, we'll do that.
Get you a man with a haircut that can drill oil.
Beautiful. Here's
Now
one
we
of
gotta-
the, like, romantic festivals that we talk about as well.
This is another one that I really would love to route out because it's a lot of just waiting.
Every
Too
single
long
one of
cutscenes.
these, yeah, every single one of these festivals is just you pacing, like, where's my person? Why does she say doggy? It's actually more like lucky
It's
or ducky.
lucky. It is lucky.
Yeah, it is.
I have experimented around with speeding up and slowing down this game in order to test stuff faster. And as it turns out, if you slow down the game enough and you alter the pitch and stuff, you can actually make it so the voice clips sound like a normal human being saying something. But
Oh,
they clearly just sped up for the purpose of making it more, I don't know, cutesy or whatever.
cutesy.
Yeah, the male
That's fun.
voice clip is a lot more clip than it's saying lucky. Here's another fun fact we can talk about while this cutscene, this festival is going on. If you ever if you have this game going on and you have like some other sort of music, like sometimes I'll have another stream on, and it bugs me because every single song in this game is slightly out of tune with what concert pitch is. Like you just listen to any track. It's all you need to do is just pull up any track on YouTube in this game, put it on, and then listen to any other song, and you'll hear how out of tune it sounds. And what I found is if you put this game at 110% on Dolphin, which is slightly faster than normal, everything is completely in tune. So my theory is every single track in this game has just been slowed down slightly so that it ends up sounding flat for some reason.
Yeah, I don't get it. Oh, yeah, it's
if you have any sort of ear for music, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
I love that emote. Is that a cat? That's my favorite.
Canadian Summer, don't you play guitar? How can you be tone deaf? What do you mean?
Okay, we're gonna go buy some things. We're gonna go meet Hank the Tank, and then we're gonna go put the moonstone in the festival bin so we can trigger another festival. And here's Ellen again, our girl. Oh, I know. Well, the character voices in this game they're a choice.
They are.
But I'm pretty sure they use the same voices between Japanese and English as well, so...
Oh, they do? Okay.
I think so. I'm not 100% sure. Desert might know, but... I'm pretty sure it's the same voice clips. Because there's no, straight up English in this game. Okay, we're just gonna buy a few things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 4 voice actors did all of them?
Oh my god.
That's amazing. Wild. And one of them voiced Ryu. Wow.
Wow.
That's amazing. All right, so this moonstone goes in the festival bin in order to trigger the Firefly Festival that is taking place later in the month, and then we go to beds. Bedge.
Bitch.
I'm turning into Jamie. We've spent too much time together. Jamie, what are you doing in chat? Okay.
I'm typing Bedge.
Oh, is that wait. Oh, it's Bedge. Okay, we're gonna ship some things and then we're gonna go buy some more things. Because we buy things to get money, to get notes, to get more money, to, yeah, we'll ship everything. Because we're doing this because you get a note for shipping 10 eggs and you get a note for shipping 10 milk. So, once again, everything has a purpose.
Milk.
I said this at the beginning, but just in case other people have come in, feel free to ask us any questions about the game as well. Or the run, or about us in general. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, nope, 9. And then we'll ship those. And then we're getting into weather territory again.
Yeah, and we're hoping for rain. There is a backup if we don't get rain, but ideally we get rain on not a Thursday, not a Monday, and not a festival.
Favorite and least favorite in-game festivals. Do you want to know my least favorite?
Gee, I wonder. My favorite
I have to think
festival,
about favorite though, yeah.
My favorite is the Egg Festival because it's over quickly. My least favorite is definitely the Firework Festival because that is just... It's not even Sweat Festival sucks because it's RNG. Firework Festival sucks because there's 0 inputs for a minute and a half. It's just boring.
Okay, so we're looking for rain specifically from now until Pretty much the end of the
summer.
month, I think. Hey, yeah, we're good.
Yeah. I think if you get rain on a Monday or Thursday, I think you just go for it and do one of the backups.
Sure. Yeah, because there's not a lot of rain in the summer.
Yeah.
Honestly, I could save rain until fall, though. There's a bit more rain in fall.
No, but you need to do yeah, you could do that, but you need to do mountain climb on another day.
Can you not do rain?
I assume that's why Desert routed it that way.
I'm not sure. Oh, Sunday, we're good.
Yeah, all right, great.
Okay. Oh, no rock climbing. Interesting. I actually didn't know that. Ho. And yes. Okay. And then, yeah, my favorite festival, honestly, like, I don't know. Horse race festival's kind of fun. If you're good. It's annoying if you suck. Okay, so we're gonna get the brush, we're gonna get the bell, and we're gonna get 5 more eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's also one that you don't really see a lot of. Okay, yeah, so we'll get the rain done this... It's funny, I don't tend to do rain as much in the summer because it's just not a... You don't tend to get a lot of rain in the summer. But yes, Firework Festival is a pee break. You are very true. How's the run going? It's so dead, unfortunately. The Swim Festival screwed us over harder than I've... Let me phrase this. The Swimming Festival was bad. Like, it took us 5 tries and I actually gave up. Because we were gonna be, like, the RNG was just so unbelievably bad. Like, the worst I've ever seen in a very long time. Multiple times in a row. So we are going to pretend it never existed. And I'm going to instead take the last few minutes of the run to show off some fun glitches. And it'll be great. And then we'll get a note from a glitch. So I'm gonna be, oh, Taz, it's because you said it twice. Nice. We get that the Swim Festival was bad. It was just a bad joke.
And Lana, I missed the first hour of the entire speedrun. Can you do it again?
Okay. No, we're just a bit salty over the Swim Festival. My
Dude, I'm
wounds are
having a great
thoroughly
time. I don't know about
salted.
you. I think you're salty. More of a pepper kind of guy.
Yeah, that's fair. I like paprika. Oh, what was I even saying?
You were talking
yeah.
about...
Just the fact that the glitchless run itself this is going to be an incomplete glitchless run. I'm showing off the rest of the route. I know I'm throwing out perfectly good weed. And yeah, then I'm going to okay, we'll be nice. We'll be nice. We won't rag on Taz too hard. We're just gonna do a glitch note at the end so we can still rescue the Harvest Goddess, but it's not going to be, it wouldn't be a submittable run anyways. Because it's dead as frick. But then I can show off some fun glitchies, we can finish the game, and we can all have a party together. With cake. Nah, I'm playing as a girl. If I was a boy, I could really say that, but...
Oh, my God.
Oh my God. Have you seen the male character in this game? Oh, well, there's a lot of weed in my pocket that I don't need right
That's
now.
fine. Just dispose of it.
Dispose of it. I would like one. Where do you live? Is it legal? I make these jokes because it's extremely legal where both JV and I are.
In Canada.
Canada. Okay, we're gonna go get the pink cat flower real quick. And then we're gonna continue weeding.
Yep, and yeah, just one moment of dolphin when we can.
Yeah. We'll do that because we have to go back to the spring farm today anyways. So we'll do that as we meander. Ooh, hello, baby.
Lots of time to weed.
Yay! I'll head towards the dolphin just so we're over there, and then I will pick weeds like nobody's business. And if we finish the weeds, we go to whistle. And if we're done whistling, we go to more things.
Or stationary.
Yeah. You know what? I could do stationary since it's so early.
Yeah. The thing about, the reason why we want to prioritize the weed note now is because there are no weeds in winter.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to finish that before fall is over.
Yeah. Oh, I could have shipped that. That's okay. I'll do that later. Okay, so we're gonna go see the dolphin again, my friend. We're gonna hang out. Hello. But yeah, it's quite early, so I'm just gonna go right over here, buy some weeds, and I'm just gonna hang out. And what we're doing here, once again, very calculated, we're doing a stationary note, which means we stand in one spot. Don't you love speedruns?
Yep. For those keeping track, we currently have 25 of the 50 notes. So this is basically the exact halfway point of what we're looking for, which is very interesting because we still got about an hour left in the speedrun. So like a lot of stuff that we've done will all come together at the end and get us a bunch of notes very, very quickly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, should be fun.
Should be fun.
And fall and the rest of summer and fall is just a lot of sleeping and winter too. Like there's a lot of sleeping, a lot of festivals, and that's pretty much it. We've got 2 more weather days to go for, but they're luckily pretty low risk, especially because we have the cloud and we're going to get the rain note. Like fall is going to be free.
Yeah. Nice. That's the stationary note. And then once again, we're staying outside specifically because if you go inside, it resets the counter. For speed, obviously, that's a big issue. It's an even bigger issue if it's the sun note, because any of the other weather notes you can get even if the sun has gone down at 6 p.m. But that has proven to be an issue for runs in the past if you forget and you are doing the sun note and you go even into a barn or something, because it resets the timer. The 10-hour timer it is, I believe. And there's not a lot of sunlight hours in a day, so you end up, losing a lot of time. Integrity Farms. So yeah, if you do that, it's bad news.
Indeed. So I'm reconsidering that. I really think having 3 honey for winter is going to be optimal. So just keep that in mind for the fall weather day. I know it says 2 in my notes. Do you have any honey in your fridge?
No.
Okay.
We'll pick up more.
Yeah. Okay. So we can get 3 during fall. It's fine.
Am I winning? No, Sam. I'm horribly losing. In fact. Hello. Thank you. Yeah, I'm horribly losing. I think we failed Swim Festival 5 times. It was really bad today. Yeah.
We just kept resetting. It wasn't working. There's the rain note.
Working. So I've described it as we are showing off the rest of the glitchless route, but we are purposefully
Oh my god.
I'm just getting like kicked while I'm down. But I'm going to be intentionally getting a glitched note at the end just for the sake of completing the run. So this is an illegitimate run. Breadfruit and pumpkin. There we go. Okay. And then, yeah, we're just kind of waiting for the next festival.
15?
On the 15th, yeah. And we continue to pick up dog.
I love up dog.
Awesome. But yeah, as we mentioned, like the really fun thing about Glitchless in general is unlike many of the other categories, this particular run shows off a lot of the
Do you have a fish?
No. I'll go get a fish though. So you go through all of the seasons, you see a lot of the festivals, and it's all great. I'll ship the pink cat now, too.
Yep.
May as well,
Yeah,
I'm right here.
Just want to reiterate again. So if you look at the leaderboards right now, the current best glitchless run is from 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It's not a bad run. Like it has a lot of the same like routing choices that we do. It does things a little differently. For one, it picks a boy, which is interesting. So there's a couple notes difference, but overall it's a little out of date. And so thankfully our boy Desert has come together with a new route that has a lot of cool new things. Lana and I took a look at it and just made adjustments where we saw necessary through like our own experience of testing stuff out. No spoilers, but don't expect that 5-year-old run to last for much longer as the number
We're
one.
gonna kill it!
I will make it my mission very soon to make sure, because I honestly I really like this route. I haven't done a full run yet, but I've done a lot of testing with it, and I think this route is really cool. I'm really glad Desert put it together, and I can't wait to do a run on it and hopefully get a pretty fast time.
Yeah, we've been eyeing this category for years now, and it's just, this was the one I was working on before I retired, and I just didn't have the drive to keep going with it. I'd been speedrunning this pretty consistently for like other categories mainly, just kind of with all of the discoveries we had. I'd been bringing down almost all of the marriage routes, and those have been improved again since the first discovery. So like we've been nailing down the marriage categories for like the last 4 years, just because there have been so many discoveries and there are 21 eligible people to marry. So it's a whole thing.
So based on what I've done, so I've kind of made it my mission to kind of do a sweep of all the categories.
Yes.
I currently have 15 of the 21 marriage categories, and I've routed out most of the rest that I need to do. The only one I haven't routed yet is Ray, but I'll get to that soon enough.
Yeah, Ray's pretty easy. Just fish.
Yeah, fish. And then once I'm done with that, obviously I've been eyeing Glitchless as well, which I should be running pretty soon, and then Restricted Rescue Harvest Goddess, which I'm going to take a look at after. And then I'm also interested in just for fun, seeing what a glitchless marriage run could look like.
So gross.
Yeah, and then once I'm done with that, my chat keeps telling me I should run all marriages because there is a way to marry every single character. There is a way to do so. However, routing that out is very annoying, but I think it would be funny as like a meme run.
Another category that I had talked about in the past that I thought would be kind of fun is all festivals.
All festivals?
Another one that someone had mentioned is all power berries.
All power berries, yeah, that would be, yeah.
Just as like fresh categories to try, because like, you know, as much as we like these categories, sometimes it's fun, even if they're not official categories, or like main categories, just kind of doing some fun routing. Because genuinely, with Harvest Moon games in general, I have found that the routing is some of the most fun.
Yeah.
In terms of using your knowledge to come up with optimal ways to move through the game efficiently. And yeah, it's great.
So here's my thought for all marriages. So obviously you have to do Jamie marriage, which means you need to get 50 notes, which we do that by planting 250 trees, which ends up amounting to quite a bit of time. But here's what I think you might have to do. You plant 800 trees.
No.
Once you get all of the eligible marriage candidates in your village at the same time, and then you get 21 notes. 21 of the 50 notes you need come just from those people. And then you don't have to do any gift spamming aside from Jamie. And then as long as you manage to make sure, like, as long as you keep them from leaving your village, you can marry all of them sequentially.
That sounds miserable. You have to argue with me, Taz, and I love arguing. I'm kidding. I'm so conflict averse. All right. Once again, we're just going to chat to a few people, and then we've got a nice long cutscene, aka pee break.
Yeah, if you guys need to use the washroom, now is the time to do it. There's not a lot going on. I'm gonna go get more coffee.
Do it. I wish I could. I would do more coffee. All right. You'll never take me down. Alrighty. Super long cutscene once again, but there's fireworks, so it's great. It's fun. Oh, coffee is great. I had a violet latte, which is all gone now. But that's okay. Let me know your favorite coffee in the chat. But yeah, the floral, I was talking about this on my own stream yesterday. Floral lattes are where it's at. Ooh, black coffee or riot. Interesting. Oh yeah, also is this, I like that comparison. Is this GDQ but Harvest Moon? Speed running. Yeah, we don't do any charity focus for this particular marathon because we're still pretty nice and small. Keeps it chill. But yeah, it's just a bunch of speedruns and showcases for members of the community that we do every single year around Valentine's Day. And then we also have started a summer marathon recently as well that also does some fun stuff. Our summer festival marathon, which takes place more in August. And then there's other just like smaller races that people do sometimes throughout the year. But we are going on all weekend. We started yesterday, we are running today and tomorrow. Not overnight this year, praises. And yeah, there's a schedule. I think if you do !schedule in chat, you can see a list of all of the runs taking place for the rest of today and tomorrow. But we have some pretty snazzy, cozy people in the community. Yeah. There you go. All right, we're going to be wrapping up summer shortly, and then we're going to be going into fall, where we're going to be starting to look for weather. We're going to be leaving it a little bit later in the month.
Love it.
Love it. All right, we're just gonna be upping dog, and we're gonna be getting through the rest of summer.
Well, uppies, keep it uppies.
Uppies. Alrighty. Cause yeah, we're done. We're done.
It's so over.
No. Yeah, it's true. We started pretty early in the morning yesterday. I don't know, what time did the marathon finish last night? I was watching a little bit off and on, but I'm not able to be around all the time, sadly. Around midnight? Oh, yeah. And it was, like, it started this morning. It started pretty early this morning. I'm awake dang early all the time, so I caught a little bit.
Right. This
Okay.
the true test of how good this run has been going. If you get the Bow Wow note tomorrow, it means you have been picking up dog as optimally as you can.
I missed one. I am not getting it today for sure, sadly. I definitely, because I mashed out on the fireworks festival day, and I probably missed another one earlier, so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna be doing, I'll wait to check cloud, I'll start 18 is when I'll check, because I mean, may as well go for optimal times. There we go.
You're looking for sun, so like, who cares?
Yeah.
But yeah, fall 9 is the only day we go out until fall 18. Just one extra up dog for the fans.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. And I mean, honestly, that's a lot of marathons have either switched to no overnights or that kind of thing, even charity ones, because for one, I find like, yeah, even for donations, like they tend to be slower overnight, and then you're using up a lot of resources with your volunteers and runners and everything. Especially because this stream in particular is run by mostly Desert.
Desert's the goat, man.
And we like Desert sleep schedule.
Yeah.
Especially with and demo. True, demo does do a lot as well.
I'm very glad that because like for a time there was a novelty in something being like a 24-hour stream. Yeah. But I'm glad that kind of the meta has shifted, and now a lot of marathons have found alternatives for the wee hours of the day.
Mm-hmm. We're getting old.
Say it ain't so. Hey, press 1 if you're over 30. Press 1 in the chat if you're over 30.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Not yet. Soon.
No, I've got time.
Sounds like copium to me.
We actually do have a relatively old community, especially in terms of runners. I say that lovingly because for some reason, the streaming community thinks like 25 is old. But yeah, we actually do trend pretty, like, fairly old as runners.
I'm a fresh entry into the 30 club. I am.
Yeah, it was relatively recent.
It was about a month ago.
Yeah. Yeah, as someone who is reaching that age, I genuinely feel like it's only like getting better at this point in terms of like general stability and whatnot. So I feel like I'm just getting started.
They're saying 30 is the new 20.
Something like that.
And by the time we're 40, we're supposed to be saying 40 is the new 20. Yeah. I figure I got one good decade left in me. And once I hit 40, it's just I'm allowed to just be a hermit, be a recluse. It's over.
Old man Jamie.
Yeah.
All right. Now we've got your favorite festival.
Oh, this is my favorite festival.
It is your favorite festival.
This is the moon viewing festival. You attend the moon viewing festival with Kurt.
Yeah. It's also huge.
It's a huge moon.
It's a huge moon. It's like ready to crash down on the village in 3 days.
Whoa.
Whoa. What MM is this even?
Really makes you think.
It's
Look at that.
huge.
Every moon in this game is huge.
It's a full moon.
Especially the male playable character.
Okay.
I'll stop making these jokes.
Okay, so we're gonna get to fall 18. And then we're gonna hope for sun. It's like the easiest possible weather note to get. I'm not gonna, jinx it hopefully, but press 1 if you like the big badonks.
Good lord.
I'm kidding.
1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1.
Okay. Oh no. I've started in trouble.
This is run has gone off the rails.
My run is dead. I am causing chaos.
You almost went to pick up dog, didn't you?
You weren't supposed to notice.
I noticed.
I wanted to up dog. Okay.
Uppies.
Yeah, day doesn't matter in fall, as long as it's sunny.
Imagine we get no sun from fall 18 to the end.
legitimately, the way this run has been going, I mean, our mine was good. I don't want to say this run was horrible because the mine was good. Why do you keep highlighting everything in the Google Doc?
I'm sorry, I'm a compulsive highlighter, Lana.
You're stressing me out. I feel like you're trying to show me something. It keeps flashing.
I need
and I'm like,
Adderall. Give me something. Give me a stimulant.
You've been drinking coffee this entire run. Are you not stimulus?
No, not enough.
All right, almost there. And then we'll put the breadfruit in the bin. We're gonna do some fall weather shenanigans, and it'll be wonderful. Second
Lana,
last weather day. Sorry?
Where do you stand on the Adderall as a performance-enhancing drug debate as it pertains to speedrunning?
I don't care. If you need it, you need it.
Good answer. Don't answer that question.
Okay, we've got
that's
some.
good.
I got a hoe around. I got it. Bow. Okay, wait.
Switch the hoe for the fishing rod.
Yeah, I was looking at winter. Okay, we've got the fishing rod. I don't need the hoe right now. Yeah, this is fine.
And the
I've shipped the
pumpkin.
pink cat flower. I think we're pretty okay.
Put the pumpkin in the fridge.
I guess I could.
This is just the elves.
Becca, if I see that you pressed 1 about badonks earlier, we're gonna have to talk. Yeah, it's kind of just how I see a lot of things sometimes. It's like, I mean, some people need blood pressure meds. It's all the, I won't cause any hot debates here, but. All right, the pink cat flower has been shipped. I'm gonna do the fishing just because I'm literally right here.
Yeah, so I think there's something weird with fishing because it feels like when I do it, it causes the weather note to come later. So I'm sus, and I think we should probably do fishing as early as we can. It's a can.
As early as we can.
Boo.
Boo.
I hope that doesn't affect your affection with Kurt. Well, you already got the note. It's fine.
Yeah. As long as you, well, yeah, I think you need 2 hearts to go to some of the romantic festivals near the end of the run. It should be fine. Okay, I'm gonna hang on to this one. I don't want to throw too many cans in the river.
Yeah, just throw it in the garbage.
Oh, whoa.
360!
Okay, this is number 2.
Wow, it's 20 centimeters. Yep, rip planet.
There we go. Okay, that's 3. And then we're gonna get, you said 3 honey to be safe. Up. Up. One of these days, you'll get 10 pieces of garbage in a run. Yo, that's a note!
You wanna, brushing first.
I got you.
Is that actually a note?
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god.
There's
All
a
right,
few
time to
fishing ones.
harass the sheep.
Yeah, I like to get the sheep in the corner. It fits so perfectly.
That count?
I'm not sure. Yeah, Taz has a good point. We do have a Discord, and in our Discord there are specific channels for every single game in the series, pretty much, most of the games in the series. I can't promise that all of us are active runners or that every game has an active community, but if you maybe want to be that active community, then absolutely go for it. I'm pretty sure, well, when I started Magical Melody in 2020, I don't think anyone was active. Or had been for like a year or so. And we've all been partying ever since.
Yeah.
We love Magical Melody.
It's definitely We love the game. The game doesn't necessarily love us back, but
No, that's true. Well, Demo hates the game. Demo's one of the people that'll just absolutely rag on this game.
He's a hater?
Absolute hater of this game.
Wow.
Yeah, so bad. We actually did have a lot of people run, what was it, a marriage category at the time? We had quite a few people at least trying a category at one point. It's never been like a game of the season or whatever, but yeah, I'll go down to do the dolphin. Or no, I won't. I do it now.
Yeah.
Because I gotta climb. Yeah, that is people's main complaint. I honestly don't care about the chibi aesthetic as much, which is probably why it doesn't bother me as much. But I do agree that the characters look a little too young to be getting married. Yeah.
So, Lana and I both kind of share a reason why we like this game. It is fairly unique. I wouldn't say it's like the only game that does this, but it is very oriented around the whole notes mechanic, which is basically just a big list of tasks for you to do.
Yeah.
And an issue that I think we both have with farm sim games, life sim games in general, is that sometimes they can be a little too open-ended, which for some people is great. Some people just want a stress-free experience and just do whatever they want at their own pace. Nuh-uh, not us. Just tell me what to do. I need a thing to do in the video game, and I will be happy. My brain will be satisfied. That is how we operate, and it is what this game is great at, which is why we like it so much.
Exactly. I love direction. I love task completion. It just makes my little heart so happy. So this game in particular has been really, really great for that, because I don't necessarily love the slow, aimless wandering sometimes. I know every speedrun has a goal and there's things that you can do to accomplish that goal, but this game in particular just feels like it has so many tangible things to work towards. I'll loop back around and see if it's over on that side after, but I'm looking for this flower.
There it is.
Heyo.
And now we just gotta look for the herb.
The orange herb that
Look up.
screwed me over yesterday. Oh yeah, I'll while I'm here, I'll just check this section too.
Yeah.
Nada.
Nope. Yeah, there's an orange herb we're looking for. It can be a little tricky to find. It's not as hard to find usually as the blue mist that we just picked up, but
It can be a little spicy some days.
yeah.
Like yesterday, it was so mean to me.
Oh, there's one right there. All right, and now we just find 3 honeys and start picking up weed.
Yep. There we go. Yeah, the weed note, you need to pick up 100 weeds. We've been making pretty good progress over the course of the run with picking up weeds, honestly, so we won't be too far behind. And then I'll look for some of the honey up top as we go. There's a little more room up there. But a lot of the honey tends to be on this upper level here, so...
Yeah, it usually spawns close to trees, so... Yeah. And there's a lot of trees. Picking up weeds as we go.
Yep. We're waiting to get the sun note, which if all went well and the fishing didn't put us too far behind, it should be a little after 5 o'clock, as it seems to have been the last couple times. And then once we get the weather note, then we are going to be climbing the mountain for the rock climber note. I'm just gonna look for a bit of honey while we're up here, because I am not really seeing any close to some usual spots. If I have to go back across the bridge, oh hello, not the end of the world.
Beautiful.
Lovely. Pick up a couple more weeds as we go. And once again, the weeding is extremely crucial at this point because we don't get weeds in the fall. So there's some other notes, or in the winter, sorry. There's a honey, I see it.
All right.
So we absolutely need to get these weeds done, no matter what.
That should be the sun note.
No, it's a bit early for sun note, I think, unless fishing... Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's me now. Okay.
So we're gonna drop that. Usually the earliest you can get the weather note is like 4:20. All right, making it over to the mountain climb. And then we'll just kind of whistle if I haven't got the weather note yet. I am tripping a lot today. Yeah, we'll get some whistling in. Lovely. Yeah, lots of weed. And hopefully the fishing didn't put us too far. I'm not sure if this is whistle or sun, but we'll see.
There's no way that's the whistle note.
What?
I said there's no way that's the whistle note.
No. Okay, up we go.
Uppies!
Uppies! This is another huge point of RNG, especially in the marriage runs, because this is mandatory in every single marriage run to get the blue feather. Do you want to talk a little bit about the different RNG factors in this one?
Yeah, so the mountain climb, there's rocks that are going to be falling from above. As you can see, it alerts you where they're coming from, but there's also wind, and the wind can blow either left, right, or up. Generally, up is good because it means it lets you climb faster. However, the wind also lags the game quite a bit, so in all cases, like, we want to just get through this as fast as possible. That is an updraft. That's very nice.
I was waiting to see what direction it was going before I kept climbing, because there was some it was pretty tight.
Yeah, and then you just have to like anticipate here. Like you can tell when the wind's about to pick up, so you can wait and make sure that it's not going to blow you directly in the path of a bunch of rocks. Generally, you do want to avoid the sides, because if it's blowing like towards the edge of the screen and there's a bunch of rocks on that side, it generally makes it like kind of difficult to escape. Oh my god, that was a sick dodge.
Clutch!
Clutch box over here. And then updraft. Alright. I'd say that was a pretty average mountain climb. It can go a lot worse than that.
Yeah.
Is it less laggy in the Wii version? Who cares about the Wii version, man?
None of us run the Wii version.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Wii version is got some issues.
For one, you can't play as a girl, so.
Yeah, you can't play as a girl. You don't get married. Okay.
How Wii runs. Good lord. This guy thinks he's funny.
Becca, wait, you have a spiffy one too. Wait, that's my spiffy one. Spiffy's amazing. Okay.
Sleeping until 24.
Wait. I put the breadfruit in, right? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay. No, we don't get up to 8 hearts with anybody, and the only way that blue feather spawns is if you're at 8 hearts with a candidate. And that would take a long time on Glitchless. Because we're only up to like 2.5
It would.
hearts.
I'm currently in the process of figuring out how a glitchless marriage run would go, and it's going to be a miracle if it's faster than like Katie, who is I believe Katie is the longest batch. It's either Katie or Eve who's going to be the longest.
Who are you looking to do for marriage, like glitchless marriage?
Joe.
Joe,
certainly
yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
The strat would be grow a bunch of turnips and grow breadfruit on the side for money, so you can buy the bed and the lumber and the house.
Mm-hmm.
You need 18,500 G total for the run. So
yeah. Okie dokies. I also have to ship that orange herb at some point, but we'll get there.
Okay. Whenever.
Mm-hmm.
And the blue.
And the blue feather, yeah. Or the blue mist
Blue
flower.
feather.
Not the blue feather.
Can
Don't
you
ship
the
that.
Blue feather? Can you?
No, I think it gives you a question mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
The game tries its best to prevent you from losing the blue feather.
Yes.
But you can absolutely lose it if you're not careful.
Yeah. So there has been an instance where a runner was well, yeah, well, I'll explain this a bit with Glitched. So if you're familiar with the glitches, I'll show one off later. you can glitch your inventory so that you have unlimited money and unlimited items of what already exists in your inventory. So you can't put anything into your inventory, it will disappear. And you can't take anything... I mean, it's just kind of locked, is the best way to explain it. So one thing that happens is you can get the blue feather, and sometimes if you forget to glitch, people's way of getting around it is you can carry it down the mountain and give it to your bachelor or bachelorette of choice, and you're fine, you can save it. However, we did discuss in the past that rocks and lumber will appear in the same spot every single time, but the lower nature items, like, here, I'll put away my brush just to free up a spot here, and I'll grab my pumpkin, and I'll do some shipping. But what happens is if you forgot to unglitch your inventory when you go mountain climbing, and you get the blue feather, and you have an herb in the way, for example, and you're stuck, the only thing you can do is put the blue mist or the blue feather in your inventory. And when you do that, when you're still glitched, it disappears forever, and the game thinks it has already given you the blue feather and will not spawn a new one. And your run is over, unless you happen to have saved the day before. And even then, if you've got good previous times, no matter what, your run is just dead. So
it is I believe it's the #1 viewed clip on my channel, is that happening to me in a run. Where an herb is an herb just right in the way, such that it just killed my run.
Yeah. Yeah.
I believe it was my brother was the one who clipped it, and he titled the clip "Weed Ruins Speedrunners Run."
It's game ending. It's so sad. Because yeah, normally you can get through most of the run glitched and you can manage it fine, but if you have forgotten to unglitch before that mountain climb, it's a long climb back down to unglitch it, because the only ways to unglitch are buying a bigger rucksack or by saving and reloading a file. So you have to be by your diary. So if you have forgotten to do that before you go climbing, it's a bad time. Yeah. All right, we have the Pumpkin Festival today, and then we're getting into winter for our final weather things. Oops. I just wanted to look outside.
Yeah.
Oh, what a good view.
Beautiful.
Bye.
Goodbye forever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah. And winter, there's a lot of sleeping. We're just kind of hoping for snow on an ideal day, but we'll take just whatever we can.
Yeah.
And then other than that, we're just going out for festivals, and then yeah, this run is slowly coming to an end.
I just noticed, Jamie, on your notes it says avoid other festivals for Winter Weather Day, but typically we'd only be doing snow in winter, and festivals are always sunny. That's one thing about festivals, is no matter what, the weather is sunny.
Yeah, there's really no reason to have that note there, is there?
Not really, no. I saw Lana at a grocery store in Los Angeles. Not the Google Doc.
not in our doc.
Not in our optimal notes. Okay, here we go. That's a power berry, so once again, if you want to route all power berries, there's one right there, boss. Okie dokie, that's the end of fall. Yay! And then we get into winter. Seepy. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. There we go. Now that it's winter, we go to sleep. Ideally, we want to be getting the winter weather days, so the snow from the 13th to the 18th. So we're gonna go for that. I might just save here for funsies, because we don't want to go out too early. Yeah. We're at 38 notes. And And we'll go for it. What I'll do is I'll, oh no, there it is. Hey Audrey, welcome in.
Imagine coming into a chat for a Harvest Moon speedrun marathon, and that's the first thing you see. In the chat room is just that garbage.
All right, lots of sleeping because that's how I feel in winter in general. I'd love to hibernate.
Me too.
And we do have some extra seeds that we can use for dupes later to show off. We won't have to go back to the spring farm.
Cool.
Good weather. That's a blizzard. You can't go outside. You get those in summer or winter. There are either typhoons or blizzards. And those are the only days where you actually physically cannot leave your house. If I see another one happen, I'll show you. There's actually text about it, but it will not let you go outside. They are devastating in casual playthroughs, and honestly in, no, that's just happy. Yeah, you can't go outside and they tend to destroy crops pretty badly. There's a lot of early snow, so we'll see.
Ideally, the snow day happens somewhere between winter 13 and 18.
Yeah.
But if not, it's fine. We can just do it a later day. It doesn't really matter that much. As long as it's not a Monday.
Yeah. Because we are going to be finishing up the book note that we talked about earlier, which is reading the books in the library. And the library happens to be closed on Mondays. Oh, you can go outside during a storm. Interesting. In other games. I didn't know that. Or I may have, I just don't. I don't have the same level of knowledge for other Harvest Moon games as I do with this one. All right, so this is the 13th cloud. We're gonna skip it. '14th is sun. Skip it. But yeah, on the, I'll check the weather on the 17th to make sure it's not a hurricane or a blizzard. Ah,
Sorry.
that makes sense. Nice. Cloud.
Bro,
Interesting.
so much cloud. What the
What's with
heck?
all the clouds? All right. Sun. Oh, I'm gonna check because if it's a blizzard, I've got to deliver the. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'll do it tomorrow, but we'll do the weather note later. We'll just have to go outside an extra time today. Because, yeah, if it was going to be a blizzard tomorrow, I would have had to do it the previous day. Otherwise, the festival would have been canceled because we were not able to... Sorry. Scorpius Automod is holding your message because you put blow you around about the storms and it thinks blow you is offensive. Just gotta share that one. Automod banned you for using sexual, or like, automodded you for using sexual terms, so that was really funny. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. I might just deliver the fish while I'm here, because I'm on my way this direction anyways, and then I want it to come after the fire festival.
I would
No.
say...
Because that might be island time, and that'll be an extra cutscene that I don't want to deal with at the moment. Then at least I can sleep from the island.
Yeah.
You can sail over fences in storms. Iconic. Okay, so this is a festival day, and then we'll be looking for snow the rest of the... But I do have a save, because if we don't get any more snow the rest of the month, we're gonna have to go back. Okay. So we are gonna go to the fire festival, and then we're gonna go deliver to the dolphin. Wait, I have 2 fish left.
Yep.
Oh, because of my winter day. Yeah.
Yeah, so on the winter day, you'll do the dolphin note, like, right after. Yeah, you're gonna have to do the island note and then go back and go to the library.
Yeah.
Or you could go to the library once you get the weather note, and then go over to the dolphin. That's probably better.
Yeah, I'm gonna do dolphin at the end. I don't think it should screw with my weather note, but I just don't.
Yeah.
I'll do it when I don't have any other notes and I'm counting on.
Uh-huh.
We love consistency. All right, this is another one of those romantic ones, I believe. Which is why you need to have at least 2 hearts with someone, because Kurt is opening his heart up to you and telling you why he likes to build houses. The deep things, the lore, the Kurt lore.
Good lore.
Good lore. Wait, this one isn't romantic? Oh, is it the Starry Night one is romantic?
Yeah.
Dang, Kurt's just opening up to everybody around here.
Good boyfriend.
Lucky? So yeah, we'll go give a fish for this one. An entire year has brought Kurt out of his shell. Hello, hello, Mally, how you doing? So we're gonna pop this fish over. Howdy do, wilderness adventurers. There we go. Another fish for the dolphin. Hello, hello, hello.
More blood for the blood god.
A willing sacrifice. And then now we're gonna be sleeping until the Starry Night Festival. Honestly, I could just... no fish, no fish, no fish. I'll just do it later.
We're just praying for snow here.
Yep. Yay!
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, let's do some weather. Okay, so I need to get the hoe back out. I've got all this. I don't need to fish anymore. And I've got the bell, I've got my honey, and this last fish is good.
Yep.
So I think we're good.
All right, it's time to cultivate.
Woo! Let's cultivate some friendships. I'm going to be doing the glitch at the very end of the run, David. Very end.
So the cultivation note, that's a whistle.
That is
the
a
cultivation
whistle.
note you get for hoeing 100 squares of land, which we've already made good progress on. We gotta wrap up the rest of it today.
Yeah.
It should be 100 total, but we've rounded up the stamina such that we have enough for how much we've done so far.
I am finding a lot of change in the snow. Yeah, there is a note for getting money, but it's a lot. It's quite significant.
It's like 1,000, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not something you can realistically get unless you get, like, stupidly lucky.
Yeah, which is part of what makes all notes so fun. You can find a fair bit in the mines as well if you bring your hoe into the mines, which you want to do to get clay anyways. Yeah.
Nom.
Nom nom. There we go. Yeah, it is a fun note. It's actually more money than I've typically ever gotten out of this patch right here, to be honest. It's been a lot.
She do be cultivating.
Heck yeah. The game is desperate to get me back on track.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I see you've had a real bad time.
Sorry about that swim festival. Here,
Yeah.
let's give you some luck.
Have some money. Alright. And yeah, once again, this would be made 10 times easier if playing casually, you unlock the, like the higher tier items and then it would go faster and all that sort of thing. It's okay, O'Malley. We actually didn't see Bob, even though we failed the swim festival 5 times. There was no Bob Thong. He's like a super rare find, it feels like.
Should be coming up on the cultivation note very, very soon.
Do a little do.
5.
Lots of money. Someone dropped a $5 in the snow. Oh, cultivating crops and community? That's cute. I didn't know. I don't know if we ever had that as a slogan. Unless I just am so unaware. We can make it a slogan. Unless it's like a slogan for someone else that's not us. Oh, was that a demo quote? That's so cute. Okay, I think that's
There it is.
All right, let's finish some whistling here.
Luckily, whistling doesn't take that much stamina, so we are
exactly.
good here.
So I'm out of honey now. And then we'll see how far we can get with this, and then we're just gonna ring the bell as much as we can without losing all of our stamina, obviously. And then we're gonna get the weather note, and then we're going to read the rest of our books. But we're almost through winter already because our our weather day has come so late in the season because there were so many at the beginning. But what we were trying to do was avoid, or like make sure that we could drop the steak in the bin on the weather day. But we just were not able to get that done because there was no snow during that specific window of 5 days or whatever. Go.
There's whistle. Nice.
I'll be able to ring the bell a few times, but not as much as I would like to. I'll have to just kind of hang around for a bit, I think. I would do the fish, but I'm just a little nervous. I don't want that to affect my weather at all.
No, yeah, do it. So what I would suggest is go over to the library now, go in, read all the books, and then go back out, and then go over, deliver the fish.
No, but then that's gonna reset that's gonna reset the snow note.
No, that's what I'm saying, is get the snow note, then go in the library, read all the books, leave the library, and then you can go over to the dolphin.
Yes,
See what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes, yeah. No, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm just gonna get a few bell rings in. The snow note will come around 4:20 again. We'll have to do a little bit of hanging out because I'm not gonna be able to ring the bell until 4:20, so my stamina's gonna go too low. I'll just leave it there for now. We will...
Yeah, now we just chill until 4:20.
Now we just chill. This would have been a good time for the stationary note, but I did it early, just in case.
Yeah.
Because we've also had instances where if things have been put off a little bit, then you try to do the stationary note close to the end of your run, and then it triggers the weather note instead, which is a little not ideal, obviously.
I actually think stationary note is probably good for winter, given everything else, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
I agree. I think it was the last run that I had just, the earlier seasons hadn't gone super well, so then I ended up having to, like I started the stationary note too late. It was a me mistake.
Yeah.
And then I started at like 3 o'clock, so then I got the weather note, and what happens is if you collect a note while you're standing still, it overwrites your stationary note, and you have to start again, so.
So sad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's me. It's the bell. The bell is super annoying. Okie dokie. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, couple more minutes, and then yeah, there it is. That would be the snow note. And then we're going to go do the library, and then we're gonna do the fish, yeah, right after. Oh, we got it at 4:10. That was nice. That was early. All right, books. 1, 2,
Literature.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. There's all of our books, which means we read the first few very well in spring. That's all done. We are going to go deliver the fish to the dolphin just so that is completely dealt with.
Let me get that Island note.
Heck yeah. And then that'll be another note taken care of. We'll go to bed, and then we've just got a couple more festivals left in the season, and that's a wrap. And then we'll do some glitches. For funsies. Now we can ride the dolphin. It takes us to this island. You can get a baby in the game. The way it works is you get married, and then as long as, well, you need the clinic unlocked. But then it kind of starts a timer either on you if you're playing as the girl character or your wife if you're playing as the boy character, and the baby shows up after a certain amount of time.
And you get 30 notes, as we discovered.
Oh, right, we did discover that.
Yeah. You do need
that is a
30
note
notes.
that I wrote down. You do need 30 notes for the baby. Weird. And that might be where the confusion came from in the manual.
It might have been, yeah. 2 blizzards in a row.
Blizzards.
My God.
So it says, it seems dangerous to go outside today until the weather improves. I'll have to stay indoors. So that's, oh, Sam. Oh, no. That's what happens when there's a blizzard or a typhoon. Yeah, that's something that I think we did figure. When did we figure that out, Jamie?
We did baby percent. I believe it was summer 2022. It was either 22 or 23. I can't remember. No, it was Valentine's. Maybe last year, actually, I think. We did baby percent run, and it just didn't happen. And they were like, all right, last ditch effort. Let's try to find 30 notes.
Yeah.
And then we did it, and then we immediately got the baby.
That's right. Yes. So yeah, you don't need 30 to get married, but you do need 30 for the baby, as it turns out. Weird. So weird.
Weird video game.
Where am I going? Guess we're going in this way. Yeah, the baby never stops crying. And the way it works in this game is you get the baby, it grows up into a toddler, and then it stays toddler age forever. There is a note for your baby walking, which is also another developmental step after, like, yeah, you get the baby, you get the toddler baby, it crawls around, and then when it walks, that's another note. Called like the you can walk note or something. Yeah, so that's something that we're still really working on exploring in general, is this game has some really interesting limits that are also not necessarily consistent for every unlock. We've been really trying to get it down to the lowest possible amount of things needed to figure it out, but unfortunately, as is the case, a lot of even the online wikis and all of that sort of stuff, they are not accurate. They will tell you a version of unlocking the character that may have worked in their file, but sometimes it's either way over the minimum amount and it just happened to be the amount they had at the time when they checked, or it's just like some totally other random requirement they happened to hit at some point and they thought it was a related thing. So it's really inaccurate.
I think the wiki says to marry Jamie, there's 2 notes that you need. You definitely don't need either of those notes. I've done runs without getting either of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the information is a little, and I mean, honestly, even some of the information we have is probably not 100% accurate either.
Yeah,
so.
definitely. I mean, this game has definitely not been fully tested at all. No. I do think we are probably between you, me, Desert, Demo, probably a couple others, we have probably the most amount of knowledge with this game. But there's still stuff I'm learning about this game. There's still stuff that, like, I'm even learning from the wiki. Like, it does have some information that I've found useful. Yes. As recently as, like, this week, I've learned something because of the wiki. So, definitely, it's just, as with most speedrun, it is, like, a collaborative effort between all of us trying to figure out what the heck is going on.
Yeah. All right, we've got 2 more festivals left in the run. We're going to be sleeping until the 30th. And then we're going to ring in the new year
Let's
with our bell.
go. Let's go.
Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. All right, and then once we're done the festivals, we should be at 49 notes if we've calculated correctly. I'm gonna show off a fun little glitch and we should get 50.
50.
I haven't duped in like many years, so. Time to mash A the morning of spring. Oh my god, don't even joke about that.
Just ruined the night owl note.
Oh my gosh, that would be so bad. That's like the Alt F4 of Harvest Moon Magical Melody.
Oh, can you do something really funny here, Lana?
What?
When the sprites ask you who you want to bring to the festival, Kurt is going to be the #1 option, but you can you can pick someone else. I think it'd be really funny if we just pick someone else after a year.
Does that work? Is it fine?
I hope so.
I've saved just in case. Okay, let's see who our options are. Kurtless percent. Blue. 100% blue. We've never talked to him. We have not even talked to him once in this run. Poor Kurt. This is why he's such a shy boy. He's been let down so much in his life. This one is a square festival.
It's the square.
Yeah. Hopefully he shows up. But I did put a save for the funsies just in case.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and this is a game that also actually has rival marriages, which is something they discontinued in newer games, but every single character in this game, besides Jamie, has like a counterpart. That is their canonical partner. And they have cutscenes. They actually have cutscenes that are like rival marriage cutscenes. But I believe you have to be a higher heart level with the opposite sex partner. I mean, with the same sex partner. For it to actually
There he is.
Hey!
USI.
We got blue. Oh, my headphones just low battery.
Kurt's just like, what the heck?
Jimmy, if I suddenly can't hear you anymore, I'm gonna reconnect my headphones as quick as possible. But they did just low battery me.
Hey, Lana, how you doing? You can still hear me now.
Yeah, I have an extension cord that I can find I have the charger somewhere over there.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the cutscenes are actually really great for the characters, so.
It just so happens my favorite bachelor is Rival's marriage with my favorite bachelorette, so.
Mine too!
My tastes are consistent. Whoa! Wait, who's Bob with?
Gwen.
Gwen! Interesting.
I love this. We've never spoken to Blue in our entire life here.
Yeah, he's no idea who we are.
No. And he's like, I was so happy to receive your letter. He's so lonely that he just gets a random letter from this girl who's been in the village for a year who's like, yo, wanna go to a romantic festival together? I don't even know if this one's romantic, but it had hearts.
And Kurt's just like, how dare you?
Kurt is like...
just watching from the bushes, just like...
I mean, we got the note.
Yeah.
Press 1 if you're a lonely guy that if you got a letter from a random... It's like the longest, most specific instruction ever. Desert, no! Oh no, rip. Well, ring in the new year, everybody.
Happy New Year!
All right, almost there, almost there. Might just need to do a couple in the morning, but we'll see.
Do not mash.
Not mashing. Oh, if you mash, it's so bad. This is a night owl note you get for staying up through the night, and the reason it's so important to do here is because the festival puts you at 5 a.m. Otherwise, you have to wait the entire night again. It's so bad. It's so bad. Okay, we're gonna go to the New Year's Day festival. Last festival we have to do. And then I will sleep just in case I have to do, like I need to go back to my house anyways to get the seeds and everything to glitch.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sleep because also that brings us to Tuesday in case I need to end up going to buy more seeds or whatever. I'll save anyways so that we don't, like we don't have many seeds to practice with, but we'll see how we can do. So there's the last festival we have to do. We're gonna go home. I'll ring the bell right now since we're up already. And then once I get that note, we will go sleep. And then we will go get our glitched note, which once again, as I mentioned, this was the glitchless route, but because the swim festival went so poorly, I killed it. I've invalidated my run, and I will be adding a glitch at the end to complete it, just to show off, and because I'm not submitting this run anyways. This is not leaderboard safe. There we go. That would be the calling animals note. Done. Not safe for leaderboard. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, and it's a little weird with an inventory like this, but we'll see what we can do. I find it's always a little suspicious with certain inventory setups, but...
Yeah. Dubious.
Dubious. Oh, I'll save again after I set up my... Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this here. Put this here. I'll put this here, and I'll put this here. I'm gonna use one of the turnip seeds to get away, because you cannot do a dupe with a stack of 2. I'm gonna save now that my inventory is set up the way I want it to, and what we're gonna be doing, the way to do the dupe, is you throw seeds, and you mash A and B alternating. And if you've done it correctly, you should see the stamina bar go down twice. There it is.
Yeah, nicely done.
And then you click it, bam, look at all that money. Your inventory is locked, and the way I checked is because I tried to switch the position of the hoe with the position of the breadfruit seed. It did not switch, it's locked in place, and you'll see we have a ton of money. That gives me the very rich note. That is a glitch. That was the first try dupe. Yeah, that was great. And now what you'll notice is I have breadfruit seeds. Normally if I threw it, I'd be out of breadfruit seeds. But if you check, I still have breadfruit seeds.
Whoa. You also have
thing-
infinite hose.
Yeah. Or is it, wait, if I do, here's how you do it. I can fill my inventory with breadfruit seeds. So that's the way that you, yeah.
You can also delete the stuff that's in your toolbox.
Yes. Okay, we're at 50. I'll also show like something that happens as well is because your inventory is locked, if you go to pick up a weed, for example, and you put it away, if you check your inventory, there's no weed.
Just gone forever.
It's gone. So
Deleted
that's
from the
why,
universe.
yeah, that's why it's like it's super, you have to be really careful with your dupe state. You have to make sure you have all the items you want, because nothing goes in, nothing, well, stuff can come out, but it's just duplicated. And that's the dupe. So once again, invalidated glitchless run because I had to do a glitch to complete this run to get that fast note. But we are going to the Harvest Goddess and we are going to see the credits in a bit.
There's 9 minutes of watching cutscenes.
Yeah.
And then time is on the next time we have to enter here.
Yeah. And so this is also, once again, a reminder that now's a really good time if you have any questions about the run, about the game, about us. We have a ton of time right now. So if you are interested in learning a little more shenanigans while we wait,
Yeah, AMA.
AMA.
Anything. About the game, about life, about me, about Lana. About anything.
About life. How's life? Yes, it was the glitchless route overall. We still showed off the route, but yeah, we did have to do a little spicy things. But yes,
Love
this
spicy things.
yes, this is incorporated. Want to share your entire life story? We've got time. I was born at the age of 7. I mean, shout out time. My stuff is I don't really stream much anymore. I'm pretty retired, but I'm occasionally live over at twitch.tv/Lanaruse. I'm on Twitter at Lanaruse. That's something I use to connect with people still. I'm there until it goes down. You can also find me over on Games Done Quick. I am often hosting for AGDQ. Frost Fatales is coming up in March, and I've just been accepted as a host for that event again, so you'll hear me over there. That's the Games Done Quick channel. You'll also find me, and Jamie, I'll let him explain as well, over on the Zeldathon channel sometimes, as we are both Zeldathon team members.
Yeah.
Next event will be coming up in the summer, so keep an eye open for that. Jamie, do you want to give your shout-outs quickly while we have time as well?
Hi, I'm Vidian James. I still speedrun this game, unfortunately. Yeah, it was very nice of Lana to come out of retirement to show this off. Very cool. And now I'm gonna take all the hard work that has been done and hopefully smash this category wide open.
Jamie is dedicated and precise, so he's gonna get the record for sure.
I think the biggest and really only shout out here goes to Desert. Not only for running this marathon and, you know, from the community on his back. He's got a lot of priorities with a bunch of different runs that he's doing and communities that he's managing, but he took the time to route out this new route that you saw Lana do today. Without that, I don't know where we would be. Like, this route is super cool. It's super good. It's definitely going to be faster than the current record. So yeah, big shout out to Desert for putting this together.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know. This game's kind of cool. I play it. I play other video games. I stream sometimes. Play lots of Zelda games. And yeah, Zeldathon's cool. You should check it out.
And then other questions. Is this emulator? No, this is original console. It's just an old game. It's like 05, 06. And would you like to see Marvelous remake the game? Yes. 100%.
Yeah. I'd like to see it so that we can get more eyes on Magical Melody. The issue is if we're talking about a speedrun context, I worry that stuff like the dupe glitch and gift spamming is not going to make its way into the remake, which means that speedruns of the remake would mostly resemble what glitchless runs would be in this game, which is cool for, you know, glitchless, but for stuff like any percent would literally just be glitchless, and marriage would be awful.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat, especially also I know there's always that part of they update character names, all that kind of stuff. So there's definitely going to be some things that would be, you know, a little bittersweet about an update. Overall, I want a remake. I know there's going to be repercussions on probably, as Jamie mentioned, the speedrun itself, or just kind of the feel of the game in general. I'm okay if they do a similar, like, chibi style to how they did Friends of Mineral Town. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm totally okay if they keep it in that same sort of vein. I would feel weird if they made the art style more realistic. It doesn't feel like the kind of game that would go realistic.
I don't mind it. I wouldn't say I'm a fan of it or anything, but I don't mind the art style like a lot of people do.
Yeah, so overall, would love one. I would play the heck out of it. It would, I mean, as you've seen a lot of gaming companies and movie, TV shows, they're all kind of playing on our millennial nostalgia right now, where they're pulling out a bunch of old IPs to be like, hey, remember this? You liked this. You'll like this too. And they would have my money. I say, like, Zelda has done that for years, where it's like, hey, Zelda remake, eh? And I'm like, I buy it.
Remember Vimeo game?
So, Yes. Is it a bit exploitative sometimes? Of my wallet? Yes. Do I still buy it? Also, yes. So, yeah, I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'm fine.
Powerberry.
Powerberry. Yeah, this is the one Powerberry that kind of also sucks. Is all Powerberries would involve 30 notes no matter what. All right. Yeah.
I mean, I can't express enough. Like, I really, really like this route. I've been doing a lot of testing with it just to make sure everything works out. No spoilers, but I'll probably be running this. I might even do a run of this later today.
Do it.
Who knows? Yeah.
Do it.
We'll see.
I'm enjoying retirement.
Yeah, I bet you are. What's next on the schedule? G Hines playing
Woo!
Save the Homeland, all endings. 9 hours? Oh my god. Oh my god. What a gamer.
You get to spend 9 hours with Hines after this. That
My
is
god.
like, that run is that run's a marathon in itself. I love, honestly, Save the Homeland and then Hero of Leaf Valley as an extension is just, they're great games. They have a lot of the same characters as Magical Melody, in fact. I mean, I played Hero of Leaf Valley. So yeah, it's great. It's super fun. Bob is lovely in Hero of Leaf Valley.
I'm gonna have tomorrow. We got Matt O'Malley's doing Return to Popolo Qua. What? Never heard of that game before. A Story of Seasons fairy tale. 6 hours speedrun. Demo plays games. The Winds of Anthos beat the game. 6.5 hours. And then Sam Van Dam doing harvestmoon 64 all photos. What an apt run to finish off the marathon.
It's a solid list. We've got some great runs taking place this time, and it's great.
Yeah, we have Magical Melody has its own super long category in all notes, which I think I basically said, like, I do want to run all notes eventually once I've run basically everything else that I've done with this game. Once I've finished with it, I think all notes will be like kind of the send off to run that, and I think it would actually be cool to run that at one of these marathons. But it is estimated to be
like 10 hours, 12 hours.
10 to 12 hours, something like that. So I mean, it would take basically an entire day. But yeah,
Who doesn't want to hang out with me and you for 12 hours straight?
God, I would get. I mean, you're fine, but like nobody wants to hang out with me.
All right, that was our last one. The answer to that is the cutscene is 9.5 minutes long. So, yeah, and All Notes just has so much idle time because there's fishing, and the fishing is RNG. You need to catch one of every fish. You need to catch all the kingfish. You need to catch garbage. All right, this is gonna be time as I come in here. So,
and as the screen fades to black.
And time. Bam. Here's some credits.
GG. Woo!
Anyways, we already did most of our shoutouts. We're actually still, I think, ahead of schedule, technically, even with all those holdups, because I gave a generous estimate, and thank goodness I did, because that was a bad swim festival. But yeah, this was Harvest Moon Magical Melody. Once again, Jamie and I are so pleased to have been able to hang out, and, well, I'm speaking for you right now. I have been pleased to hang out with Jamie. I hope he's been equally pleased. But we always
a pleasure.
Yeah, it's so great to come here and show off the game every marathon. We genuinely love, well, we have a love-hate relationship with it, but it's loads of fun. And it's always a great time spending time with all of you as well. So once again, as mentioned, my name is Lanaruse. You can find me over on Twitch or Twitter. Jamie is under Vidya, and he streams way more often than I do. You want to see the goddess not be a statue? We'll give it 2 minutes. We've got time, I believe. I can make that call, I think. We can see the goddess be goddessy. We've put in all this work to rescue the harvest goddess. We've at least got to see her be rescued. So yeah, it's overall not the most solid run I've ever done.
It was a speed run.
It still involved beating Harvest Moon Magical Melody in 3 hours.
This is valid as a restricted run.
Yeah, it's still an hour over. My PB's like a 158.44, I think.
You have the record in that category right now. I
do.
believe.
I do.
That's long.
That route is very optimized, or like that. My run of that route was very I remember the luck in that one was really good. But I think it can still be optimized further once again because I am a fairly inaccurate speedrunner. I do things kind of like, this is pretty close to where it needs to be. Jamie is very much a precise runner.
Do it.
So I guarantee he could get that record as well.
I will, I was gonna say, of all the categories, I still have to route out. Glitchless was definitely the one I was dreading the most.
Yeah.
And now that Desert's come out with this new route, now I'm very excited to actually run this for myself.
Yeah.
So, the world record holder for this category right now is Uber Noober. Don't anticipate that to be true for very long.
Yes. Essentially, that run is, like we said before, that run's been in place for 5 years. This is a brand new route that we are bringing down, and I got a PB last week by a little bit, but that wasn't even a fast, that was like my practice run, essentially. And my other 2 runs of it have been extremely unlucky with Swim Festival. So Jamie's gonna be back at it, like he mentioned. So if he can get a solid run with a good Swim Festival and general good RNG, we can absolutely dethrone that record after 5 years. Finally!
Yes,
it's gonna happen.
My estimate, I think this will probably finish in the 135 territory, somewhere around there.
235.
230, excuse me, yeah. 235, I think, is about where it comes out. Harvest Goddess.
She's rescued! Woohoo! All right, so that is the end of our run. Officially, the Harvest Goddess has been rescued. It has been a joy spending time with all of you for yet another marathon. My name is Lanaruse. This was Jamie, aka Vidya, hanging out with me on commentary. We're going to be passing this over to Heinz for some Save the Homeland for the next 9 hours. So stick around, enjoy a nice little break, get a stretch, whatever you need, and enjoy the rest of the marathon. See you guys next time.
Bye.